afternoon, everybody. I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Mike Felicio.
I'm Z Garcia.
And I'm just Stephen Bonacore.
Oh.
All right. Now
Your shirt says otherwise, sir.
Oh, please don't be shoving that in the camera. Today we're taking a look at Zoom in Barcelona. And the good news is you could be taking a look at this too, because you could win one of multiple copies, 2 copies of it. To enter this contest, to win a copy of this game around the world, just email us at contest@dicetower.com. In the subject line, put the word Zoom. In the body, tell us your favorite thing to take a picture of. Maybe I should ask that question.
Am I eligible for this contest, Tom?
No!
I've got some ideas.
Alrighty. Well, enter the contest, have fun. I will now stop talking and turn it over to Mr. Z Garcia.
All right, guys, let's take some pictures. This game is going to be over as soon as a player takes their 8th landmark photo and collects the card. The game will immediately end, okay? And the photographer with the most points is going to be the winner. These cards over here are what's up for grabs as far as taking pictures of them. These represent times of the day: morning, day, dusk, and evening. Ooh. And we are going to be traversing the different connected spaces here. We all begin in a predetermined spot, which we've already done. And these here are landscape locations. All right. So what we are doing is, on your turn,
you've already bored him.
Wow. You lost him already.
It's been a long day.
You made it through 1 minute of explanation.
That's rough. I tried. On your turn, you are going to do 2 things. The first one is move. You can move up to 2 spaces just walking there, or you can discard a card and move up to the number on the card. Up to. You cannot stop where someone is. And then you will perform an action depending on where you ended up. There are 4 kinds of locations.
Did he yawn again?
No. It's close.
The different kinds of locations are information booths. You can discard as many of these as you want to and draw back up to 3. That is the only way you replenish these. You do not draw them normally. You have to go to an information location.
Will you always draw back to 3?
If you go there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when you go there, you can then...
Well, I'm just saying because you're going to be playing cards potentially to move.
Yeah, and unless you go to one of these, you might be out of cards.
Got it.
You can go to a metro, and from there you can go to a different metro. That's your action. It has to be unoccupied again. We cannot share spaces. You can walk through, but you cannot end where someone is. There are the dragon layers. Fellow right here is a dragon. If you go there and take a picture of him, you will get a bonus ability, okay? And then, I'll talk about that in a second, and then all of the other ones are places that have a corresponding card somewhere in the deck. What you are trying to do is generally take a picture of something. Oh, there's also these, which are viewpoints for monuments. Okay, and they have a monument pile right next to them. There's 1 fewer in each of these than the number of players, so if you don't get one, then you don't get one.
Don't get one.
All right, so moving is easy. I already explained that. The taking a picture. You are going to, if you are right on the spot, you can take a picture of, say, that place, which is 7 in that shape, meaning that area. It's right there. Okay? You can be on it, or you can take a photograph. You're going to take that card, you're going to keep it, we will reveal a new one, and your turn is over. You can also use your zoom if you're not quite at the location. And for every one of these you spend, you can be 1 away. So you could spend all 3 of these in a single photograph and take it from 3 spaces away. But they do not replenish. That's it. You're done. You have 3 for the whole game.
Ho!
Okay?
Man, I need a newer camera. 1940s Polaroid.
Well, the fact that you're using this camera anyway. Come on, man.
That's it, yes. You can also take a photograph of one of these places, and you will simply move your cube onto it after you take that picture. This is you photographing the daylight throughout the day, and this is going to be something you want to do because these limit how many of those cards you'll be able to score at the end of the game. For every step you've taken on here, you can score 2 of those. So if you only made it up to here, but you ended up getting 7 of those places, you only score 6. Okay?
Because of this?
Yes,
Times
because
2.
of that.
So you have to get to 9 circle to take that picture.
That 9 circle is this picture. You take the picture,
so that's
you
not
move on.
those aren't replenishing.
That's correct.
That's
It's the
cool.
same track for
So we're
everyone.
all going to take this picture.
Ideally, yeah. Otherwise, you'll
I hope
score
you don't.
nothing. Yeah. Okay?
Wow. Okay, so we're gonna be going to the same areas.
If you
Too.
take a skyline
we're going to
photograph,
the same areas.
you take this. On the back of this tile, you have a lineup of all of these monuments.
Is there only 4 players in this game?
Right now,
All right, don't look, everybody. I'm going to show you my lineup.
Not looking. I'm looking. No,
There's
I'm
my
not
lineup. Okay.
That's a weak lineup, Tom.
all right, so
looking. No murderer's row.
that is going to be one of the ways in which you score in the game. So let me explain scoring now that you basically understand how to take photos, how to advance yourself through the daytime, and how to take pictures of the locations. I'll come back to the dragon in 1 second. At the end of the game, you are going to score 3 points for every photograph you've taken of all those. And they could be each +1 if they match the 2 bonus symbols. They will have symbols right here. And so that one has this daylight sun symbol. That one's worth 4 if you've taken that picture. The normal 3 plus the 1. Got it?
Got it.
Wait, one more time. It has this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the one next
These
to it
two-
has the
Yeah, these 2
comedy
tiles.
tragedy, so that's also worth 4.
All 3 of these are 1 bonus point.
Right.
And if it happens to have both symbols, it's worth 3 plus 1 plus 1.
That's 5.
3 plus 1 plus 1 is 5.
Now, these you will score in groups. And the reason these are lined up in a specific pattern is because if you can take a set of them that are next to each other, then you will score them as a group. So if I have 3 together that are next to each other on my
3
tile,
here.
you get 7 points for that. If you're missing the next one, though, then you begin a new set after that.
Ooh, so I can get 30 points from this if I get one of everything.
If you get one
In
of
that
everything.
order.
Well, it will be in that order if you have them all.
Wait.
Oh, that's true. Because you can put them in whatever order you want. It doesn't have to be the order you got them.
Oh, that would be terrible.
So you're trying
No,
to get them, but not starting from one side.
No,
So
it
Because,
doesn't
see, I
matter.
noticed that those symbols are also
As
on
long
these
as-
cards
What symbols?
of those different buildings. Or
No,
those
they are different. These are these are.
Oh, those are just
only
different
these.
looking buildings. I see.
Yeah, yeah. All right. That is pretty much it. The dragon is the only thing I have not talked about. When you take a picture of him, you will get a bonus action. Very simple. You can take any of those.
Just take them.
You can take one of those.
it.
You can take any of these.
I love it.
You can advance yourself on here to the next one. This has to be done in order. You can go to the next one, or you could flush those 4 and put out 4 new ones, and then we'll flip over a new card and move the dragon to the dragon layer
Of whatever area.
of whatever card it says. Okay?
Wow, dragon's
be-
awesome.
It has to be empty.
Is that a real dragon? Like a?
It's an actual literal dragon. Yes.
Got it.
There are dragons in
I-
Barcelona. You don't know this?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm a little
sorry,
off
you're
on
not
my
as-
Barcelona
Again, I'll
knowledge.
remind you,
You don't understand.
you can only score up to 2, 4, 6, or 8 cards, depending on how far up you got on this. You don't need to get all the way here to win, but it would help, I assume. That's it. And like I said, when a player takes the 8th landmark photograph and collects the card, so when somebody gets 8 of those, the game is over.
Didn't you
Do we
say?
have to do these in order?
You do.
Yes.
Those cards, so you have to do the 9 first, and then the. Oh,
Yeah,
my
so we're going to be going to the
goodness.
same place. Didn't you say you have to collect 8 photographs?
No, you
8
can score up to
cards.
8.
The game end is triggered when somebody gets 8 of
8
these.
of these cards, not these.
Nah.
This
Those
enables
stay
you to
there.
get more of these.
Enables you to score
And
more.
then it enables you
of
to
them.
score them. You can get them.
You can get them, but
won't
you're not
score 'em.
scoring them. But here's the thing: get a bunch of cards. Don't put any cubes down there. You'll be good.
That's right.
You'll be good.
Thank you for the advice. That's
Questions?
really nice of you.
No, I love everything about it.
Questions? Again, move up to 2 on foot.
Up to 2.
Or play a card.
To go that many.
And then you do photograph of that place, draw back up, move to another metro, take a picture of the matching thing, get a bonus of that, this, or wipe.
What's the range of numbers on these?
It is 3 to 6.
So we cannot take a photograph, when you say take a photograph, of anything that we don't see. Like, we can only take a
That is
photograph of
correct.
this.
That is correct.
That is
yes.
correct.
So that space, for instance, there's no photo being taken.
That's a shame.
It's not a photo space.
Not right now. It might come up later, but yes, not right now. That's
come up.
correct. We're supposed to be, I believe, in some sort of contest capturing the light
Yes.
of the day and these beautiful locations.
There's a contest. Make no mistake.
We have a contest
no
here.
I've hired some urchins
Oh,
to
yeah.
go and attack Mr.
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Wagner's taking a picture. Just go
There
steal his
we-
camera.
Yeah.
Kid, I'll
There
give
we
you
go.
20
That's
bucks.
it.
You're going to
Wow.
be taking a picture of the fishes you'll be sleeping with here. So
Don't
Oh, my
forget.
word. Well, he went a little
got
darker
dark.
than I did. I was just
Very-
stealing the camera.
Very dark.
I had to go Jersey. All
Don't
right.
forget about the zoom.
The zoom, and a
there.
zoom. All right.
All right.
Who's first?
Okay, I got to follow my second law. which is the
When you
use
have
what
it,
you
use
have.
it,
If you
yes.
have it, use it.
Yep.
Like I'll save this for some other time, and then you never do.
All right, I'm going to start.
I love it.
Well, that seemed very.
No, you know what? I thought I'm starting.
Because that means I'm second.
There's a huge first player advantage.
Wait, does that mean he's going last?
I have no idea.
Yes.
Who's it?
Yes.
You go first?
I'm cool. You going
All
first?
right, here I go. I'm going to go ahead and walk twice. 1, 2. I'm going to take that photograph right there.
Where?
I love everything
Just-
about
It's
it.
super.
Oh, it is there.
It's really convenient that he was right next to
Yeah,
that.
I think he set that up.
Done.
Wow.
I'm going to walk 1 to number 7 and take a picture. Yeah, that just happened.
Yes.
What does this mean here?
There would be another card for 5 or 6 players.
Another one.
Oh, we'll go here.
You understand that? That's a 5-6
Look at
player
that. Look at that.
thing.
That's a beautiful picture right there.
I'm going to ride my bicycle because I want to ride my bicycle.
Oh,
I like
wow.
it. Just, no, not the same stack. That
Oh,
has
you're
its
right.
own deck.
Sorry. And I'm riding up to that tall building there, and I don't want to besmirch these buildings. I
Me.
don't. There. Oh wait, I'm not pink.
No, that's me, right?
I have this pink
No,
thing
no,
right
you're
here.
black.
What am I? I'm
Dorcas,
looking at this
you're
one. I'm
black.
like, whoa, I thought I was the
It's
red
a complete
card.
catastrophe.
red
Oh,
card up there.
well, I gotta look at my whole new strategy now.
What strategy?
Strategy. Yeah, that's cute. Strategy.
Anyway, I don't know the name of this building, but I'm taking a picture pretending to hold it up.
That makes sense.
All right,
That's cool.
The Barcelona Towers is what that is.
All right, this is not.
If
so
anyone
bad.
knows anything about buildings, it would be cool if you. It might even. Is it in the rule book
It
like a
might
list of
be.
the buildings?
I don't know if they tell you what they are.
Anyways, anyone can tell me what this building is. It looks like a
Yeah,
cool
they're
building.
here. They are here, but I don't know which is which.
I'm gonna.
Like Sagrada
1, 2,
Familia, I probably would
3,
recognize.
4.
The other ones, I don't know. They're right
Now,
there at the
you
bottom.
moved forward. You're
touched
playing a
it.
card to
You
move
touched
forward.
the rule book, Thomas.
Ah!
You can't help yourself.
You tricked me.
I moved. I spent the card to move 4,
Uh-huh.
and I took this picture. 'Cause
Wait, am I the only person who's not taking a picture?
That's a shame.
you
Oh no, I took a picture of the monument.
That's not a picture.
All right, that's me.
doesn't count.
This is a picture.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to. Whoa, well,
Hey.
I'm gonna go here and take a picture of that.
Hey, lady.
That was my.
I want
That's really
to
bad.
ride my
All right.
bike.
I'm going to spend 4 movement to move to that 9 orange down there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Color blue.
You're blue.
You better believe
I have a
it.
quick question here. Does that mean I can't go to that spot because he's on it now?
That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly
You
what
could
that
use your
means.
zoom and take one from next door.
Yeah.
I like it.
Break out your zoom lens, but, you know, be careful with that.
I'm going to take the bus to number 7, orange.
Here.
Yep.
You're
And I'm
doing
going to
that?
zoom. Clickety click, click, click. And I move up.
There you
I
go.
took a picture of Mike. Because
Standing there.
yeah, I was hired by his students. Like, why is he not in class today?
That's a good
Because
question.
he's out taking pictures.
I walked, and I take a picture of that.
Oh, yeah. It's the Tortoise Glorious or the Glorious Tower. Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh,
Thanks.
nice. That's awesome.
All right, guys.
This has a little Ticket
I'm
to
gonna
Ride
do that.
vibes almost.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Uh-huh. Oh, the dragon.
Oh,
And
we
I'm gonna take a
applaud
picture
your
of the
dragon
dragon.
coolness.
I'm going to take a photograph.
So
of-
if you don't take a picture of the 9, you score nothing.
That is correct.
That's a shame.
That would be really funny.
So you take a picture of what when you're
It
on
is
taking pictures of
fairly-
dragon? Or,
There's no breakthrough here, huh? So,
Dragon
you
is,
know
like,
what?
super
I will
wild.
Do that.
so what does he do? He picks
you take a
anything?
picture of
as a
anything,
bonus?
Yeah, I can do one of that. The
Here's a
dragon's
super long
bonus
lens
is one
and-
of those, one of these, one of these.
Okay.
Does the dragon have to move? What if I draw the same thing?
You know
that,
what? Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm
I
going
think
to
the
do
dragon
that.
does have to move.
It has
right?
to move.
Yeah.
So if I draw this thing it's on, you draw a different
Where you
one.
drawing it?
Green!
That's blue, right?
No, it's the green square.
There's no green.
These.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was a blue. It looks blue. Oh, you know what it is? That's
Look,
background.
it's invisible.
definitely
It proves it's green.
That proves it.
Oh, that's a cool building. I would go see this building. Look at
Is
it.
that really a building?
I'm pretty sure these are all real buildings.
That's a wild building.
I heard this is a really beautiful city. Have you been there?
No, I've not been to
I'd
Barcelona.
love to
I was
go.
supposed to go on the BGG at sea last year, but never
They go
happened, of
here. They
course.
go to Barcelona.
They were doing a Western Med thing starting
Wow.
in Spain, going down to Italy. Yeah.
It was the first.
Tell
I'm
them
in
I
a
say
queen
hello.
mood.
Tell them I said okay. Who's up? Me?
You.
No, he just did the dragon.
Oh, it's me.
Remember we argued over whether the thing was green or not?
Okie dokie.
Get off my spot.
Get on my
Okay,
lawn.
I'll consider it. You're standing. Who's pink?
That's me.
You're standing on a picture. You.
Well,
Oh, do you have to move? Do you have to? Excuse me. Do you have to move?
Probably.
You have to move.
You can move 2, 1, 2, there and back.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a. I'm going to zoom.
It doesn't matter. He's gonna take a picture.
I'm gonna take that picture right now.
Identify with an icon.
I'm right next to the object.
Type.
I love
Too
it.
late.
No, I don't think you have to move.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was worth a shot.
It was worth a shot. Yeah.
So
Let's
move your
see.
pawn up to a distance of 2 by walking.
Up
No,
to,
no,
okay.
you don't have to move.
Okay.
So I kind of snaked that. Whoa, that's outrageous. What are we doing here?
He rolled your body down the
He
river.
did. That's a very.
He started it. May I have 2 Barcelona?
No, you
cards?
can does he-
Discard that.
if you want to.
I'm happy with this.
There you go.
I would like a.
That's what you get.
You didn't tell me there was tricycles in here.
I told you it's a bit slightly better than walking. So
Yeah.
3 is the
There's
worst.
a walker.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go 2. And I'm going to take a picture of this from 2 away.
Why?
Okay.
Oh, I'm allowed, I can't be on
Oh,
it.
yeah, for that thing.
You can do that. You can
Right?
do that.
Was that a bad move?
Yeah. No,
That's the dumbest move I've ever seen. Yes.
Yeah, it was definitely dumb. That was a horrible move. I'm embarrassed for you.
Why would you? I mean, you're on a monument, and you're like, instead, let me take a picture of slight sunrise.
All right, you're right.
It's outrageous.
Okay, it's fine.
Oh, you are? Oh, you're changing your mind?
I'm changing my mind.
I've embarrassed you into changing your mind?
You embarrassed me to
love
change my mind.
Wow.
So you're just going to take.
Did he go yet?
You're
I
going to
can do
pretend that picture never happened.
It never
is what
happened.
It is.
It's-
Yeah.
I ripped the film
Oh,
out.
this memory? It's dead.
I forgot the mind. Yeah.
Forget about it.
Forget about
I'm going to
it.
go 1,
mean.
2, and I'm going to take a picture of where you're standing with a little zoom.
Now Mike will leave, and then I can do that. Okay.
No, what Mike's going to do.
It's suboptimal.
Oh, now he started talking about himself in third person. Better watch out.
You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you. Why can you move me to 13?
You're blue.
Yeah, and then I'm going to use a zoom to take a picture of that monument.
You taking one?
Yeah, because that's the last one.
Oh, you got God.
You got it.
What's it feel like to suddenly run out?
Can I play a game that doesn't involve Mike?
What?
Technically, it was Bonico who changed his mind.
Right.
Or
Yes.
it would have been one
I
left.
wouldn't have been.
Yes.
I wouldn't have felt so
Yes.
pressured to take it.
That's true.
So
that's
I was
true.
going
so blame
for
me,
it.
I
which
already
is
was.
easy.
Already
But
was.
if you're going to blame him, you have to blame me because I coerced him into it.
That's right.
Correct.
I hate you both.
And then you have to blame the
So
game.
Mike is in the clear again.
I'm good.
You owe me money.
I take it.
I'm gonna take a bicycle. Oh no, I can't do that.
I want to ride my tricycle. I want to ride a uni.
What's the metro again? You can move from the M's to the M's. Okay.
You can zoom from the moom to the
All
moom.
All right, I'm gonna take the bus 5 from where I'm at. I'm going over to 11 triangle.
Whereas the 11th
Gray.
triangle is gray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then I'm gonna zoom and move up on the bottom there. No, I'm pink.
Oh, to 10.
Oh,
10,
10,
right,
okay.
check.
I like how I can take 4 pictures. You know how many I've
1,
taken so
2.
far? None. But I could.
That's right.
I just took a picture of 9.
Okay. All right. I see what's happening.
Yep, it's happening.
I see what's
It's on.
happening here. You're face to face with greatness. That's great. Guys, this is terrible. You're all in my way. Can somebody move?
Nah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll move in a second.
Oh,
I've not yet started on here.
You have
and
not.
At this point, I'm thinking I might not.
You'll be fine. You don't need to score.
You don't need to
Scoring is very overrated.
Scoring.
4.
Scoring is overrated.
You never heard that before?
It's very
1, 2,
overrated.
3, 4. Zoom, in the move.
I'm going to move 5 on this bus to the 10. Actually, I think I only end up moving 4 to that 10 triangle there, so I can.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then I'll go ahead and pop my cube blue over there.
There you go.
I
Mike,
don't know.
if you copy me
Yeah.
one more time.
Okay, let's see what you're doing.
Okay.
I'll copy you one more
I'm
time.
gonna take this bicycle.
I don't have one of those janky
And-
bicycles.
I'm gonna
Where
go
you
to the
going?
blue 9, the flag shaped thing.
Boom, 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 boom.
And now I can take 6 pictures.
Oh,
But you haven't taken any.
Not that one.
Preparation.
But he's
The
taking.
day will be over. I'll be like, I was ready.
he's got 3 fully loaded cameras around his neck.
And no
And no
film.
pictures. Yeah. Bum, bum, bum.
I am the king of tourists.
That's me. What are you doing?
I know that's you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Looks like it's time to get your Zoom going.
Okay, guys, if you're just gonna follow the leader all around, this is the most boring
1,
of
2,
games.
3, 4. Do I have to move 5 if I play
No,
5?
No, it's up to.
It's fine. I can.
He doesn't listen to the rules when you go over.
Yeah, it's the same in either way. Okay, good. And I go for 1 zoom, and take a picture of 10.
I love it. I'm gonna do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna take a picture of that.
Yeah, that's the thing, my Bobby.
Obviously, you can only have one of each.
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna move 6.
Oh wow, it must be nice having a police car drive you around.
It's nice.
It's a taxi.
That's me.
Oh,
That's me.
shoot, you're right.
You maybe did everything wrong.
I did.
I
But I
even
think I
let
can
you
still
make
make it
blue.
work. I think I can still make it
Next
work.
time, could you give me a color that everyone else thinks is theirs?
Oh,
Steve?
look at this. Look at this right here. 1. Is that a spot?
2.
Yes.
No.
Did you
2,
try to slide
3,
through?
4, 5, 6. I'm still good. I'll take that picture
You
right
just tried to slide through a spot.
Look, the dragon is not really a spot. It's a
It
state of mind.
It is.
I hate you.
8 ends the game.
Hate is so wrong,
Yes.
Tom.
I'm gonna
Final
slide.
round.
I'm gonna slide to
Final
that
round.
info spot. 1, 2, 8, and down. And I'm gonna get rid of this piece of trash. Give me 3 cards, please. 3 6s, because that's the number of wonderfulness.
Did you get some evil numbers?
What did you just-
666.
I'm slightly evil.
Neighbor of the beast.
Oh, we got
No, I'm like down the street around the corner.
Okay.
Oh, why not?
Why not, indeed?
1, 2, 3.
What are you doing?
4.
You're getting a little close to my
And
territory.
I
I
will take a picture of this guy. Of me.
That's me.
Wait.
Blam.
I'll
Done.
be doing something very similar. Bung bung. Bling bling bling.
All right, I'm gonna ride this
These
piece.
actually go up to 10? That's not true.
I'm gonna ride this piece of trash.
Scooter.
Where you want to go?
Yeah, I'll take him over here.
I'm gonna ride this. I stole this from a nursing home.
Yeah.
And then
See that.
I'm going up to 5, please. The blue 5. And I'm gonna take my first picture. Look at my first picture, guys. I found this
I go
toy.
1, 2.
This kid's train.
I take.
No. What are you doing?
beautiful.
What are you doing? You're taking the wrong
Wait,
cards.
what's going on?
You're
What's
taking the
going
wrong
on?
cards. What are you doing? You
just-
blew it.
You want info?
I want 3 info. Sorry, I picked the wrong one.
He's just taking 8 cards to end the game.
just taking pictures.
I had enough
I
of this.
win.
He went
I'm
to
just
the-
drawing 8 cards.
He went to the local tourist shop, bought some postcards. Said these are the pictures I took.
They were great.
He's going
Those
up
are
to
the best
people. He's
pictures.
going up to random tourists and stealing their pictures. Is what he's doing. He's like, I like those photos. They're mine now.
Camera theft is on the rise.
Watch out for this guy.
Camera
Here's a picture of him.
It's a dangerous thing,
Somebody takes a
Jim.
photo and then you see him run
Now,
up and
did you
steal.
want to
steal
discard
that
the one you
camera.
had, or
No,
You
that
didn't
was
have
not.
one.
I had none. I had
Okay, then you can't
0.
discard what you
All
don't
right,
have.
you're done.
Done, Mike. Damn, my butt.
That contempt was good.
What is
I
with
like it.
everyone like? All,
We know what we're
go
doing.
find your own areas of the city, guys.
No, we're good.
No.
I'm in my own place.
I know. I appreciate that.
I'm
I
in a
wasn't talking to you.
special place.
One.
Oh!
That was wrong.
I just
was
destroyed that building.
So
was
that's
a
not a
Monaco move
separate
whenever I
action.
saw
You just
one.
counted as a movement.
That was my
I've
action.
destroyed things on the
Gone.
board.
I'm done.
But move. Oh, because moving's not an action technically.
Yeah,
Got it,
move
got
and
it.
then an action.
And
I
then
was here, so I went, this is my move.
then your action.
This is my action.
I love everything about it. I'm gonna do one of the things like these.
I really hate Mike so much.
We can dance.
I don't think I can emphasize how much I hate Mike.
What? There's 2 more. Zoom.
No, you're on the spot.
Zoom.
I don't want to zoom.
You gotta zoom, zoom, zoom.
Then what's the name of this game called? What was it? Zoom.
In Barcelona.
We're not playing in Barcelona, Tom. We're playing
Cutthroat edition.
Zoom in Barcelona.
Barcelona.
I don't know if it's possible to hate Mike anymore.
Oh, it's so ugly.
Yeah.
Tell me what you said to me earlier, Mike.
I'm going to ride this bicycle over to the metro station, and I'm leaving Mike in the
That's a good call. Please do.
and I'm going to shoot down here to that one, but not between the gray, purple, and black.
Right there.
I almost could have got there. Just traveled to that spot.
Not quite. You were at 5.
I go.
1, 2, 3, 4,
You would have gotten
5.
to about there. I mean,
1.
Are you kidding me?
No, I don't need to play that. 1, 2, just to get there. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just take the card you wanted?
No, you just get out of my area. I want to have my own area. I don't want to see you
Out
guys.
of my face.
And into my Zoom.
Have you seen the new West Side Story yet?
I have not.
Guys,
I
I
love
hate
West Side
you.
Story, the musical, so it's going to be interesting to see.
I'm
it.
curious what it'll be like because I think the original one's pretty good.
Done.
It's amazing. It's got dated concepts in it,
1,
but
2,
it's a
3,
period
4.
piece.
Move me up there, please. Blue to the third.
It's a very
I need
good
to get
musical.
on that.
You kind of need to get on it.
I'm done.
I'm doing a different game. I'm playing a very different game than you guys.
You are. You're playing the I'm not going to score points game, and we're
Oh,
playing
you're about
the
to be surprised.
we're playing the maximize points game.
You're about to need to pick your jaw from your Zoom.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna use this police car to travel all the way down to the info by the Dragon,
Oh,
and I'll take 3 sixes, please.
you're turning in that 6? Oh, that was one you spent.
Throw it away.
Got it.
I'm gonna
I would like the
no.
6 back.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5 will take care of it.
Wow,
That's
you're
a bummer.
lighting it
You know
up.
what? You know what
Lighten
would
it
help?
up.
Go to a different area that we're not in, Mike.
Yeah, maybe.
Be like Z.
Don't you worry
Maybe you
about it.
should.
It'll be fine.
Z is his old man.
It'll be fine.
He
Don't
sucks.
you worry about it.
No, look at he has all the buildings.
I know.
He's doing it-
I'm well aware that's what
He
he's
taught the
doing.
game. He knows the right strategies.
There you get a lot
In
of
the
points
back,
right
and they
there.
just say tips.
Wait, this-
Avoid pictures.
Collect buildings, all of them. Pictures are dumb. So the game ends at 8. As soon as the first
Like
person gets
literally,
it,
as soon
done.
as somebody
It's
has
over.
8, that's it.
Put
Yes.
up, done. Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Rakataka.
So the building.
Calm down. I got things I got to do, and the daylight is
If
fading.
anyone's in his neighborhood, he gets
I- it's
really,
like,
real
someone
shaky
else
about it.
lives in this whole district.
I'll cut. What makes you think I won't cut you? All right.
Well, just to be clear, I do mean that.
the butcher.
1, 2, 3,
Oh,
7.
damn.
Mike, what are you doing in my district
That's
now?
a shame. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
that
very
was-
slick.
I'd like to point out once again, you're on the dice tower.
Did I say something bad?
Can I say something bad? What is that? You have to ask. When does that ever stop you?
Did
before?
I? Did I say
Oh,
something?
did I say
He has no control of
Let's
most
just
of his
assume.
functions.
Move
Let's
that-
just assume you
move
said
to the
something
dragon,
bad.
please.
Apologize.
Bing-a-bing.
All right, so I can do whatever I want now.
You take one of those.
Anything I want.
This,
I'm so
one
excited.
of these.
I want a building. Is there one that only one is left of?
Jeez, just to be mean? No.
Yes, just to be mean.
Look at your pattern.
It doesn't matter anymore. You messed my pattern up.
What do you mean? It goes both
goes both
ways. What do
ways.
you mean?
Maybe mine is at the end of the pattern and you guys
Oh.
took the number 2 one.
That's
I
a
gotta
shame.
start over.
Oh, so that's
Oh.
going to score a single point for you.
Oh.
That's too
That's
bad.
one
That's a
point.
shame.
Oh, that's a shame. That's what it is.
That's a
That's
shame.
I
That's
thought
a
it was
shame.
that's too
I'll take
bad.
the amusement park at the top.
This one,
right.
enjoy that guy.
Oh, the one I already have. That's cute. I took the first picture.
That's a
of it.
shame.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That was definitely counting. That was moving without
Yeah,
counting. Anybody
Yeah,
else
right.
catch that? There was like 1, 2.
If you missed it earlier, in the last game, he
was that?
rotated an object and then swore he did it. We had to pull the footage.
Just stop putting those in the wrong
What are
pile.
you doing, man? It's a complete. This is anarchy over
Are you
here.
done here? What are you doing?
You know what?
Taking a
Taking a
picture?
picture.
Take it. It's over there at the end.
Thank you.
The good news about having Mr. Bonker
Oh, we
here is I
haven't
never
moved the
feel like the
dragon.
worst player.
We have to move.
Oh,
the
we
dragon.
gotta move the dragon, Tom.
Sorry, here it goes. It goes to Gray.
Okay. I like everything about that.
Yeah, I figured you would.
That's me.
Yep.
Black.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh, come on. No.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I want to know where you got that sound effect from.
Worst sound ever.
Oh, it's a
He's
sound.
waking the dragon.
Oh, that's a fantastic sound. Make no mistake. I'll take this one right now.
Flip it, Tom. Where's the dragon going?
dragon- is now going?
Wait. I need to make sure this is the one I want. This is not the one.
It's
I
one that you want.
No, I want the one that looks like the Coliseum.
Oh my God,
This
crazy.
one
Where's the
right
9
All right.
here?
It
The
can't go
9?
here.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
wow, way up
I drew the
there. Got it.
triangle, so it can't go there, so I keep drawing. Flower power. Oh, wow, that's really far away.
All right.
All right, Mike just did the dragon.
Mike did the
Yes.
dragon.
I think
I'm the dragon.
I'm gonna take the bus. Wait, yeah, I'm gonna take the bus up to green 1 and finish this. This is a bonus, right?
No.
No, you can just.
Oh, now I can take a picture of anything.
You can score up to 8
That was
cards.
kind of pointless with how few pictures you have.
I'm video.
Monaco has 5.
1, 2.
6.
No,
Make it
he has
6.
6 pictures.
Wow, he's pushing the end game.
He's still in a different game. He's playing
Pushing
a
the
different
end
thing.
game so that you score no points. And you score no points.
No, he has the buildings. He gets points for those.
He's going to get
Oh.
lots of points for
Playing
buildings.
blue stuff.
You
That
like when
one's
I
got
play because you never
sun.
feel like the worst player. That's really.
7.
No,
Really hurtful.
I take it back.
That's some real hurtful stuff.
I practice at night. What would
Yeah.
bother
Another good joke against Bonnie. Another good joke.
1,
Anytime someone
2,
says an insult to me on Twitter,
4,
I'm like, I'll use it against Bonnie.
6.
You're my rebound guy, but not in the way you think.
Not the relationship rebound.
Are you? Oh, you can just take that, huh?
I could, but I could
You
also,
can also
take
do the
7.
zoom and then
The
save it on
Schleppo
your
says
next
Mike
turn.
has a constant
But I only
ray
have
playing
one
in his
zoom
head.
left. Mike, I only have 1 zoom left.
Oh! What will you do, Z? What will you do?
Give me that 6.
Yes.
No, 8.
Yes.
No 8, no 6, no 8, 5.
No wait.
No 8, no 8.
Wow, wow. We're looking. Let's take a
Boy,
look
I
at some of
don't
these nice
love
pictures here. That's a nice
Where
picture.
I'm at here.
Is every card in this game different? I think.
I think so.
That's
They're
really-
all, yeah.
Yeah, they're different locations. I really like these.
They're all different, I believe.
I
I mean, they
remember
do
that
correspond to all these places, I'm guessing.
All right, let's go
That's
here and draw 3 of these.
Is this like a game that could be? Is there more than one copy? Like, is there a Zoom New York?
I
And
don't
Zoom?
think so.
Not yet, but it would be.
Nah.
This
Yeah.
is one of those games that could go, right?
Like,
Go and go.
I could see this game being sold in a museum.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know what a museum
It's very,
is. Man. This
it's
is a
very easy to play.
museum.
It's your turn.
In a
Hit him
museum
with a
gift
little
shop.
bit of.
You are.
I have no friends.
You can say
dance.
a museum. You can say
What
whatever
color is
you
Mr.
want.
Barnacle?
But if you wear that hat, then I will go.
Why?
Because I don't want you ending the game. I'm gonna try to snipe you.
Okay.
Can you do that?
I don't think he can. Maybe
Snipey
he
snipe.
can.
There's a card. There is one card in this deck that does
Says-
have a weapon.
Oh, I love it.
It's called I'll put a cap in you.
Wow.
Oh,
I got dark.
that's a little bit. You went over the line.
Yeah, that was too much. Everybody felt that.
You went over the line.
I don't have a 6. That sucks. All right. I think we're gonna go to the Metro.
Where are you?
I'm pink. I'm taking a bike up to the Metro. I'm pink.
Riding on
And then I'm going over to Flower Power Land.
Flower Power Land, Metro.
All right.
Oh, somebody wants that dragon.
No, there's just a lot of good stuff in Flower Power Land. There's 2 pictures
I
and a
think you want
dragon.
the power. I think you
Okay,
want
there's
the-
1 picture.
Man, we're one away, right?
You can't even score 8 pictures.
I can score 6. Stop him from stop you from scoring.
I'm gonna
stop
get
you.
the lowest score in this game.
This is called strategery
All right, I'm gonna spend 5.
He's gonna win, though.
I assume.
because he's.
1, 2,
Well, then
3,
don't
4,
end the game if you
5.
think he's gonna win.
I didn't say I think. I said he might.
We can dance. We can dance.
Wow, that was really. Z, what did you do?
I moved from here to here and took that picture.
Got it. All right. I'm going to move.
Yeah, just give up.
Yeah, you're done.
I'm gonna move to 11. I'm gonna use my last zoom to take that 9.
3? How?
Right here.
And then quick take that 9 before you can take it.
Oh crap!
Anything that makes
did that on
Monaco
purpose.
react.
Yes, but this
he
makes
did it on
sense. I don't
purpose.
want you to end the game. I only have 1 card. But I could take 8. I could.
Now you have 2. Yeah, you really went strong on this.
I didn't know the game was gonna end that fast. I'm just kind of excited. Increase my tech.
It's true.
Now I know I was a fool.
Zoom in Kobe is coming out in the future.
Oh.
Oh really?
I hope that's true.
Oh.
that's
Zoom
neat.
in what?
Kobe, Japan. That'd be
I
awesome.
don't know that place. Ooh.
That's K-O-B-E?
Yeah, like the beef.
like Kobe
like the
beef,
beef, I
yeah.
assume.
Oh,
That's
Kobe.
exciting.
Kobe.
I think that's.
Bryant.
It probably is Kobe.
I say
It's Kobe.
Kobe. Okay, you
Kobe.
say museum however you want.
Kobe
I say
beef.
Kobe beef.
Kobe beef.
However I want.
That's true. I apologize
All right, what are we
for even
doing?
attempting to correct anyone else's
You winning the
pronunciation.
game, Barnacle, or
anything.
no? What are we doing?
No, I
me how to
can't win the
pronounce
game
this?
now.
Lizard.
I gotta rethink my entire strategery now.
You have a strategy?
No, you were just rushing the end game. Okay, now
I
you need
was-
to repent.
I need to repent. But it really does change everything. But
Like you literally just need to take 1 more picture. Come on, dude.
so I can do this, right? 1, 2,
Uh-huh.
3,
Uh-huh.
and I can take a picture of 5, number 5, with a zoom. Done.
And that ends the game.
That ends the game immediately,
yes.
Super bot!
Yes.
right? All
That
right.
Okay,
ends the game
now, how we score?
indeed. Okay, now scoring.
Ha, ha, ha. I got my one tile for one.
Okay, so that was the warm-up. Let's set it up.
Yeah, right. Okay, landmarks. The cards. As many as you can score. 3 points each, +1 if they feature one of the bonus things.
Okay.
And then these, you will score the run. For me, for example, I have these are all in order.
Wow.
It's these first 5.
So that's
that to me is 15.
I've
Okay.
got these 4 in order, so
I
that's going to
scored
give me 11.
I score any 6 of the cards, or does it right?
You score any, yes. You
I mean,
pick
right? Because
which
I could
6.
Because I want to get the ones that have the suns
12,
and the
11 and
Suns.
5.
what is that thing? And the joke, the
15.
It's of
the
your
drama
choosing.
comedy, dramedy.
17, 18.
So I score these 6. 6 times 3 plus 2. No, plus 1, 2, 3, 3. 21.
I believe I have 26.
I also
26.
have 26.
26,
I-
26.
That's
22.
15. This is 9.
18,
So 15
19,
plus 9
20,
is
21, 22.
24, 25, 26.
Tom, what do you have?
10.
Woo! What's the tiebreaker?
But you know what? I could have been a contender.
Could have been, but you were not.
Most numbers of photos taken.
Immediately score multiple. If multiple players share the top score, they are all winners
You're all winners.
of the contest. Yeah!
Yay! I'm
Oh, we
okay
get-
with losing when everyone else just does a lousy tie. How's it feel?
Great, we won.
I love it.
Third
we win.
place,
Hit him
baby.
with it one time.
He's saying it there.
You can lose if you want to, but you'll never tie like us.
You can try to make yourself feel better,
Oh,
but
no.
everyone knows you're crushed.
A tie, you say?
You are crushed. You are
You are
crushed.
crushed.
I can see the
Doing
taste
the-
of the flush.
All right,
Doing
folks.
the
Well, that
loser
is
dance.
Zoom in Barcelona.
that is Zoom in Barcelona. So you see, pretty easy to set up and play. And again, if you're just tuning in now, don't forget to go back to the beginning of the episode.
Yes.
All right. There is more than 2 hours of video coming your way here. We got Chris's 11 through 20, or 10 more great games from the year. We have
amazing games. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, whatever.
whatever.
10 more amazing games.
Sorry.
You saw his top 10 list.
We got a top 10 coming from who else? Chris is on the list there.
I've got one on there, right? What's
Yeah.
mine?
Top 10 welcoming games.
Top 10 welcoming games. I'm doing top 10 games with a great theme is coming your way. Stella's going to be showing off a game. So all that's coming your way. That's going to be the rest of today. So it's coming right now, so stay tuned. And tomorrow we'll be back, me, Mr. Bonacore, and Z, and special guests for Board Game Breakfast.
At a special time of 9 a.m. tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been starting at 9 every day. This is spectacular.
Okay, but board game breakfast is usually at 10 on Thursdays.
Only because of you.
What do you
That's
go-
true.
what'd you go
Yeah,
back to
Monday
taking
breakfast is at
pictures?
9. You realize that the Thursday
could-
breakfast is,
We could
because...
do it at 9.
Done.
Yes!
All right.
I did it, Tom.
You never ever asked me. You never asked me.
Stabbing me in the back. With
Oh! Sorry, man. Now, I got love here and I got hate here, but you're closer. I'm in trouble.
Let me read the tiebreaker rule.
See?
Also, the 4 of us here will be doing our top 10 list tomorrow.
Yes.
So that's coming. We got some party games. Tomorrow's just going to be fun
Yeah.
party games. And Dune Imperium with the expansion Rise of Ix. So all that coming your way tomorrow.
That's too much content, Tom.
I
it's
feel
too
like
much.
it is. But you better hang on to it. And then the video of the best
Oh,
moments
yeah, it's
of
great.
2021. We're excited
I have a
about
feeling
that.
I'm in it. One little small piece of it.
I don't know.
You just said we said the best of 2021. You're like, I wonder if I'm in that. Really? Yeah, at least you're a humble man.
Best, most
He said, I
embarrassing
want to the
moment.
star. That's what he said.
No.
I hope there's.
Oh, you're putting out a video of me without asking? Gee.
All right,
feeling I
folks.
might have made the
Until
video.
next time, I'm Top Vassal.
I'm Mike DeLisio.
I'm Z Garcia.
I'm Stephen Bonacore.
See ya! Have fun, but stay tuned. There's more videos coming your way right now.
Assalamu alaikum. Today I'm going to bring you the top 10 games of 2021 which you can get on a budget. These are all the games that are currently available on retail stores for $25 or less. I'm not including any games which are on Kickstarter which you will not be able to get. I'm also using the listing which are as per the release dates per BGG side. So for example, in my mind, I have the Key here, Mysterium Park, which I wanted to put on this list, but then I found out that actually 2021 is not the release date of them, even though these games did become publicly available in 2021. So anyway, with that caveat out of the way, I have just strictly limited to 2021 games plus the games that are available on retail sites, even though BGG might mention them as 2021 games. But if they are just pre-orders, I have not included those games on this list. The reason for making this list is that with the increasing cost of games, that was a hot topic of 2021. I wanted to give a list to the gamers so that they know that they don't have to always break their bank to actually get good games. There are still so many good games that they can get, which they can get on a budget and still have a playable time with their family. So with all that fluff out of the way, let's get on with the list. On number 10 is going to be Botnik. I was displeased by the cover when this game was announced, but the thing that still attracted me towards it was that this game was designed by Jaipur designers, which is one of my all-time favorite game. This game is also a two-player head-to-head game in which you will be making a pipe network using tiles, and the biggest network of tiles that you make of a certain color, that's how much you will score in the game. But the cool mechanism in this one is the central board, because each time you will draft a tile and then you will get to place it either on your side or in the center. If you place it on your side, then that means you're prepping it to actually soon release it to come to your network. But if you put it in the center, then whichever tiles are surrounding it, those will get released to actually, then that means those tiles get prepared and it will get released to your network. But it will also release the tiles of your opponent as well. So you have to be strategically deciding that should I be at this time prepping my tiles or should I be releasing the tiles right now? Is it going to give advantage to my opponent or not? And that's how you will be deciding the factor. So it's pretty much abstract, but that little twist of taking the decision of when to prep the tile or when to release the tiles so that you can complete your network, so that adds a cool element to Botnik. So a very simple game, but adds a quick playing game which you can play over and over. Now on number 9 is going to be Sub-Astral. A similar kind of mechanism to Lost Cities, and these both games, Botnik and Sub-Astral, might be giving the same kind of vibes of two-player head-to-head Lost Cities kind of vibe. Now in this one, you will be placing cards in certain areas on certain clouds. You are mapping different geological patterns using biomes. Again, the theme is fluff, but the artwork is beautiful. And the unique mechanism in this one is going to be that once you place the card, then you will have a choice that either you can take the cards from the right side of where you have placed the card and score those cards, or you can take the cards from the left side of the pile and then take them all in your hand so that those cards become available to you for future plays, which you can place on your hand. But the card that you are leaving on the desk, that might be the card that your opponent needs to score in the future. So you might be thinking, just like in Lost Cities, that should I be playing this card or not? I might be giving the chance to my opponent to score that card. And those kind of choices are what makes Lost Cities great, and the similar kind of angst is going to be available in Sub-Astral as well. So my number 9, Sub-Astral. Now, number 8 is going to be a sequel or a refresh version of Railroad Ink. The one I'm selecting is Railroad Ink Challenge, the Green Lush Edition. What they have done with the Railroad Ink is the basic mechanism stays the same. You have a bunch of custom dice, you will roll them, and then everyone will have dry erase sheets. These custom dice are going to have different train route symbols, and you will get to actually build, draw those routes on your dry erase boards. in this map, what you're trying to do is connect one route to other. Once you have connected, the longest routes are going to give you score. That's the basic game. The Railroad Ink challenge modes adds different challenge cards to the game. Plus, these different color versions of the game that they keep bringing out add custom dice to the game, and using these custom dice adds different mechanism. And in my opinion, the green version is the most gamerified version. It has a lot of new mechanism, a lot of new building types, forests, universities, buildings, factories, which once rolled you get to draw, and using those you get special abilities which you get to reuse some of the dice, relocate things like that are going to be there, which you can get to use. So if you want to bring your Railroad Ink to the next step, then the green edition is going to add a lot more variety to your game. Plus, if you have the older games, well, you can mix them up as well, and now the game will be available for more players to be played with. Now, number 7 is going to be Fantasy Realms. This is actually an older game. And if you look at the artwork, well, it's still an old game. I'm not a fan of the artwork or the card design of this one. It looks pretty old, but they re-released it in English for the first time, I think. And that's why actually it was awarded for the Kinderspiel as well. And rightly so, because the unique thing about this game is that even though it's a small deck of cards, but what you will be doing is that on your turn, the turns are very simple, that you will be playing a card, taking a card, and all you're trying to do is trying to make a very unique combination of cards which is going to score you the maximum number of points. Each card is going to have unique abilities or powers written on the card, and each card can have certain unique items that trigger based upon other cards that you are trying to get. So you would be wishing that I'm trying to make these kind of combinations which will work with some other cards. So that's the kind of patterns that you're trying to make. A very famous game, Red Rising, came out as well from Jamie Stegmaier, Stonemaier Games during the same year as well, which was based on this. It was a bigger box, but if you're looking for something compact with the same level of gameplay, then Fantasy Realms is the more economical choice and the original game that you should go for. Now, number 6 is going to be Royal Visit. Another remake. I think the original game was called Time Square, but I think the Royal Visit makes the theme makes more sense. Now, Royal Visit, as the name may indicate, that you are preparing for the King's Visit. It's a tug-of-war-like game. It comes with a beautiful, now in this version, comes with a beautiful cloth mat, which represents this path that the king is taking, and you are trying to pull it towards yourself or the other player. This comes with chunky wooden meeples that you are going to push and pull, and you will be using different cards, and each card, which represents different characters, have different abilities. So for example, different abilities, the guards are going to allow you to do certain abilities to move the king, but the king will have some limitation. The wizard is going to have certain abilities, but certain limitations of how the king is going to get moved along this path. And using the abilities of these characters, you're trying to move the king on this path forward and backward, and making those patterns tactically, so that actually the king reaches your house rather than someone else and visits you. So it's a good back and forth tug of war kind of game. So Royal Visit, if you like those kind of 2-player games, then this is a good game to have. Now, number 5 is going to be Exit the Sacred Temple. Exit games are, well, they come out with exit games every year. Now, what makes the Exit the Sacred Temple, and another one was also there released this year, the Deserted Lighthouse. But I didn't get to play the Deserted Lighthouse. I played the Sacred Temple one. The Sacred Temple, what they did unique in these both two games is that instead of using the typical formula of Exit, where you used to have just a bunch of cards and you used to solve puzzles to have the escape room type feeling. In Exit Sacred Temple, you will still be having the escape room type game, but in addition to that, you will be having a jigsaw puzzle. So first you will have to make the jigsaw puzzle to have a scene being presented to you. So instead of a booklet that you used to open in the previous games and a scene was shown to you, here the jigsaw puzzle does make the scene. But how they have innovated the use of jigsaw puzzle into different kind of escape room type puzzles. I don't want to spoil it, but that's the unique element of this game, that don't think of it like a simple jigsaw puzzle that you make it and that's it. You will be using those same jigsaw puzzle pieces in different ways, and that makes this game very unique. So that's why on number 6, I'm going to recommend Exit the Sacred Temple. Now, number 4 is going to be 10. This comes from the famous team who brought us the Point Salad game and Truffle Shuffle. I never played Truffle Shuffle, but I have played Point Salad. But 10 is the new game from them. Now, this is a bidding mechanic and a blackjack-like busting game where you will be flipping cards, and what you are trying to do is never exceed the count of cards more than 10. If you have not exceeded, so you will keep telling the dealer that okay, flip, 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 and if you have not busted more than 10 cards, then you will say at a certain time stop, and then at that time you will be allowed to take either all the number cards or the currency cards. There are only 2 types of cards. These are different 4 suits of colors are available. You will take all those, for example, cards, and using these cards, that's what you will get scored on. But if you take the currency cards can help you once someone busts, then these currency cards help you bid on taking the particular number cards that you want to actually complete your combination of numbers in the future rounds as well. So these are the different kind of mechanisms that you will be using, the bidding mechanism and the set collection mechanism that you will be here in 10. So it's slightly more complex than Point Salad mechanism. So but it does present in a beautiful box, very colorful cards, and that's why it's but a very simple game and can be a unique addition to your gaming library. Now, number 3 is going to be a party game. It's called So Clover. This falls in the same category or the same family as Just One, Master Words, or Code Names. It is a word game. What it gives you is it has clover shaped petals, plastic boards on which you will be writing. Each board can fit 4 cards. These cards are square with words on them. Now you will be flipping these and using 2 words at a time, the 2 words on the edge of a clover. Now each petal of the clover, 2 words will come, and you have to write 1 word that describes these 2 words in one pattern. Once you have written these 4 words on the 4 petals, each word representing 2 words which are on the cards will be removed from the petals of the clover. These will be shuffled with 1 additional card and then given to the guesser. And now the guesser will be trying to actually flip these cards and trying to find out that which of your word represents, he will be rotating and seeing that which of these words fit the hint that you have given. So it's slightly hard to explain without the actual physical components, but the concept is going to be that it's 1 word and multiple orientation of words that can fit on that clover board. So it might look in explanation it might look more confusing, but when you have the components in front of you, it's very simple. So you can just flip the cards and try to see, okay, which 2 words can actually match this. But the unique thing comes that many times these hints can be confusing, or the random card that got added to your deck can add a lot more confusion than you expected. And that's where the fun comes in this game. So it's a co-op game. You're all trying to actually figure out the correct words. And these kind of simple word games can always lead to a lot of fun without having any high stakes. And that's where So Clover fits very well, a cheap game which can add a lot of fun to fun times for your family. Now, the number 2 is going to be The Crew Mission Deep Sea, which is, of course, the sequel to The Crew Deep Sea 9. What's the name of the Quest for Planet 9? It's the sequel for that one. The Crew is a co-op trick-taking game in which with limited communication. If you don't know The Crew, then in that one, what you're trying to do is that you have different suits of card. Everyone is playing co-op. You will play a card. So for example, a blue 6, you will play that blue 6 and everyone has to play a blue card now to follow it. Whoever plays the highest blue in that during that round will get to win that trick. But what you're trying to do is you will get different missions. So for example, someone specifically has to win a blue 6. Maybe it's not me. So everyone has to try and complete those certain objectives. So you will be given objectives. What this second version, the Mission Deep Sea, where you're going under the sea, adds is that instead of very specific missions, it comes with a new deck of cards, which you will get to shuffle, and based on the level of difficulty, you will be taking out that many number of cards until you reach the difficulty level, and that's going to give you a mission. So every time you play, you will be getting a new type of mission that you can play with your friends. So even if you're playing first time with someone, or even if you're playing multiple times the same mission, every time the mission variety is going to be different based on what cards pulled out, and the mission variety is going to be different, which was really the thing that was a limiting factor in the original Crew, because in the original Crew, the same mission number 34 is always going to be the same, but here now it's every time going to be different. And that's why in my opinion, the Mission Deep Sea is far better game as an individual game than the original one. So highly recommend it. Now on number 1 is going to be Super Mega Lucky Box from Phil Walker Harding, kind of a spiritual successor to Silver and Gold and Bingo. Now, my parents love Bingo, and I cannot wait to actually play this game with my parents. Super Mega Lucky Box, a fancy name, and a fancy art, retro art kind of, but it's cards. You are going to just directly draw on its cards. Its cards will remind you of something like bingo tickets, or in South Asia from where I come, we have the similar game called Tambola. And in the Tambola, you will get these tickets which have these randomized numbers on them, and Super Mega Lucky Box has similar tickets. Now, you will flip a card and a number will come, and everyone can cut that number on their tickets or cards. But in this one, you will have multiple cards. So you can cut that number on any one of those cards, not all of them. And that's where the strategy is going to be, that where do you want to complete your row or column, because wherever you complete a row or column, you're going to get a reward accordingly. So there are different kind of meeples that represent the reward, and using that reward, that adds the level of strategy above bingo. Using that reward, you can get some special power that will let you help cut an additional number or complete some other row or column. And that's where the brain is going to come into play, that other than just a simple bingo. In my opinion, this is where the families and gamers can both enjoy a game. And to me, that's the most fun level that you can achieve, where everyone can sit and have a perfect time. So in my opinion, the best game that came out in this low price range this year was Super Mega Lucky Box by Phil Walker Harding from Game Right Games. So that's it for me. Top 10 games which don't break your bank, which you can buy right now under $25. Hope this list was useful for you, and you can find some useful games here which you can easily fit in your pocket without losing much from your pocket. That's it for me. Happy gaming.
Hey everybody, Z Garcia here, and welcome to my top 10 welcoming games of 2021. Now, these are games that I consider to be very easy to approach. Very approachable, they're very easy to understand, get into, wonderful games for the family so you can have a nice mixed age group, and usually very attractive, enjoyable, engaging games, all right? So, these are all games I very much enjoy personally, but I think that they have, for the most part, wide appeal as well. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into these games. My number 10 is a game that did not seem to get a very good critical reception when it first came out, and I think that might have been because it was, the hype for the game was very high and folks perhaps expected a different thing. This is The Initiative, and The Initiative is a story-driven game, pretty simple game, in which you are playing as kids in sort of a 1980s style setting who find a game, and that's the game you are playing. So the game is going to be telling you, in comic book fashion, the story of you, the players, as these kids, and then the game they are playing, and there's a mystery surrounding this game. There are people who apparently are following them, and therein it lies the story of the game. The game within the game is pretty straightforward. You are going to be playing cards, moving around a board, discovering symbols you are looking for, and then hacking a code at the end of each session. They're usually just word puzzles or something like that, but sometimes they have a little something else to them. Again, very simple. It's play a card, maybe move a little bit, reveal some things on the board. And it does, of course, build on itself because it is a campaign. So that first session or 2 or 3 first sessions are very straightforward, and then you get a little more as you go along. Really like it. Very attractive, very well finalized game that I think might be something you can get for the family and then play, I don't know, twice a week for a while. So, The Initiative. My number 9 is a game called White Elephant, as in the White Elephant Exchange is the idea, thematically. This one is a pretty straightforward set collection card game. It is great for large groups of players, so if you have a big group, this is a good one that is not really a party game traditionally, but it'll accommodate quite a few players. And in it, you are basically, again, collecting cards. You are going to take some from the center, or if somebody has something in front of them you like, you can pay some circus peanuts, you're all elephants, you pay some peanuts to take the ones they have in front of them, and then they'll get to take some more from the center when it's back to their turn. Or maybe they can steal someone else's group. And then you collect sets and try to get victory points. Very clean, straightforward, not a very long game, but a nice amount of interaction, a nice amount of pushing your luck maybe, trying to get as much of a set as possible. Make sure you have more of that kind of card than other players. Very nice. I like this one a lot. My number 8 is a very recent discovery to me, and a beautiful game about growing a garden, collecting flowers and bees and things like that. This is called Floriferous, quite the title, but it is a very straightforward sort of card drafting game in which you have a spread of cards, each of those being a flower, maybe having a bug, also having a color, and then a scoring card as well, as part of the flop, if you so want to call it. And then on your turn, you take your pawn and move it and select a card. Once everyone has done so in the current column, you move on to the next column. And depending on which card you took in the previous column, that's your turn order for the upcoming round, and so on. I like that you have to not just draft the cards that score, as in the flowers and so forth, the bees, the flowers, pink cards, what have you, but the scoring opportunities themselves, you do not begin with those. You got to draft those too. So if you've collected a bunch of pink flowers, well, you better make sure you also get the card that says score points for pink flowers. So I really enjoyed that. I think it is, like I said, gorgeous, absolutely wonderful production, and a very welcoming, gentle theme that comes across well. Game's fairly straightforward to score and quick. So if you're looking for something you can play on, say, a lazy Monday or lazy Sunday morning kind of feeling, if you're looking for something like that, something straightforward, very gentle in its nature, Floriferous is a wonderful pick for that. Now let's talk about a social deduction game. This is called Night of the Ninja, and this one is a very clean, very straightforward social deduction game. Those games tend to become bloated as there are more and more of them made each year. But this one has a drafting phase at the beginning in which you take some cards and you keep one, pass them, keep, pass. You'll end up with a couple of those cards. And then we will call out characters, and when the turn is up for your selected card, or one of your two, you will play that card, and you will do something. You can mess with an opponent. You can maybe manipulate something at the table. Once all the cards have been played out, then we figure out what team at the table will win. And every round, teams are randomly divided. There's one, I think it's like a red team, a blue team, and then some people that are part of neither group. That's it, and then you play again. You play a few hands of this, and then the game is over. I like that it is so simple and straightforward. I like that it is not it's sort of like many little moments of social deduction as opposed to one long game of social deduction, and it works wonderfully. So check this one out, Night of the Ninja. Super Mega Lucky Box is the name of my next pick, and this is a roll and write style game. Very vibrant, very much a game that's going to attract your eye, catch your eye. And in this one, you are flipping over cards. They have numbers on them. I think 1 through 9 you'll encounter. And then on the cards in front of you, you'll cross something out. It kind of feels like bingo a little bit. As you complete rows and columns on the ones in front of you, you'll get little bonuses. It might be, complete this column and you get a bonus 7. Okay, great. Anywhere else I have a 7, I can mark that one off too. And sometimes you'll have some nice cascades of effects like that. As you complete the cards, you will score them, take some new ones of these little bingo cards as the rounds progress. And then at the end of the game, whoever has the most points is the winner. So again, it's a good one if you enjoy this style of game, but I think it's also a good one if you like bingo or things of that nature. If you like the anticipation of the number you've been waiting for getting called out, so you can finally mark the thing you've been hoping to complete and get a little bonus from that. Really like this one. Super easy to teach and enjoy as a group of different sort of gaming, interests. So there you go, Super Mega Lucky Box. Next up, I'm talking about Kingdomino Origins. This is the latest game in the Kingdomino series of games. There have been several of these, Kingdomino, the first one, being a very welcoming game. Kingdomino Origins, I like a little bit better, and the reason for that is I like the theme a little bit better, sort of a prehistory theme. But it also has built into the box different play levels. So you can play with the introductory level. It's very clean and straightforward. You will be taking tiles, you will be building a little kingdom in front of you and scoring the land types on that kingdom, right? And you will, have little volcanoes spewing out lava, which becomes little multipliers. Write down your score, that's it. But then there's a second level, which introduces a little set collection area majority. And then there's a third level on top of that, which introduces little cave people. And you can acquire them, and each one scores its own way. It wants to have specific, this one wants mammoths around it. This one wants to be in a big group, that sort of thing. So this is the kind of game that will grow with the gamers, especially if you are playing with kids, because you can introduce just the basic game. They'll get used to that. And then once they are more comfortable with it, you can introduce some extra steps to it. So there you go, Kingdomino Origins, one of my favorite games in this Kingdomino series of games, and one that is very malleable to exactly what you need it to be. My number 4 is a game called Stella, which is part of what they're calling the Dixit universe. Dixit is a party game that came out a few years ago. And it has these very attractive cards, and you play a game using clues that tie into those cards. Well, Stella uses Dixit cards. It comes with a stack of them. But you can combine Dixit cards you might already own, throw them into Stella. You can take the ones from Stella and put them in your Dixit game. The game itself is a little less demanding of the players. You see, when you play Dixit, players need to be a little bit creative, and some folks don't like to be put on the spot when it comes to party games. I think Stella's a little more forgiving. You'll have a display of cards, one word that will be random from a deck of cards. So it might say snowy. And then you've got cards on the table, and you will mark which ones to you work with that word. It might be a very concrete word like snow. It might be regret. That might be the word. And then you need to read into some of these. And then the players will compare what they picked and score victory points. That's the game. Like I said, a little less demanding of the players, very low tension in the game, but a very fun, engaging party-style activity. Really like Stella. It's a wonderful party game from this year. My number 2 is a deck-building game, a very, very simple deck-building game called Summer Camp. In Summer Camp, you are, of course, going to summer camp. You will have different activities that you are intending to pursue. Though, to be fair, the game is pretty abstracted. You'll be moving your pawn along a little sort of bridge, a tension bridge, on 3 different tracks. As you play cards from your hand, as you acquire new ones, you will grow your deck of cards. You will move along these paths, picking up bonuses along the way, and ultimately making it to the end and getting one big payout when you are at the end. The cards themselves that you have acquired throughout the game will give you victory points, and then the tokens along the way. And that's it. If you are familiar at all with deck building games, this is a game that's going to be extremely easy to jump into. But if you are not, or you want to show deck building to someone who is not, then Summer Camp is about the best introductory deck building game that I can think of. It's so clean. It is easy to understand the idea of buying a card now, and then once it cycles through your deck from your discard pile, you now have new abilities. That's very clean and straightforward. And there's a bunch of different activities in the game that you can mix and match when you build the deck with which the players will play. So I really enjoy it. Very attractive, very clean and straightforward, and a very, very welcoming game. So that is Summer Camp. Next up, we're going to the outdoors for a game called Trails. Trails is kind of a spin-off of Parks. Parks was a very well-known game in which you were traveling through the national parks. Well, Trails is smaller, it's simpler, but it has a little bit of the same DNA. You are going to be moving your little hiker back and forth between 2 locations, basically taking a path back and forth. And along the way, you're collecting things. You're collecting resources. When you make it to the head of the trail or to the end of the trail, you are then going to acquire these badges, sort of merit badges, that will give you victory points. Knowing how far to move down the path, knowing where to stop, knowing how to manage the things you have is what the game is all about. And as you make it back and forth, and the day will start ending, it will become evening, it will get dusky, and you flip over some of the tiles, and on the back of each of these tiles along the path is a slightly different power. Very neat, visually very attractive, but a simple game. One that has a nice amount of strategy, a nice amount of sort of, pushing your luck a little bit. I think I can hold back on the path and jump up here a little later without my opponent taking what I'm hoping will be there. But it all resolves beautifully. It's short, about 30 minutes or so, and engaging. Very much if you are someone who enjoys the outdoors, or you know someone who is, this is a good one to remind them of that fun without overwhelming them with a lot of rules. So that is Trails. And finally, my number 1 entry for most welcoming games, 7 Wonders Architects, a brand new game in the series that is very straightforward and simple. You are simply on your turn going to be taking a card from one of 3 locations and placing them in front of you. You're collecting resources with which to build your monument. You are gaining military strength. You are gaining knowledge. You are going to try to do the best you can, getting points from a few different things. But the turn structure, The usability of this package and the way it is presented with these wonderful inserts in the box is top notch. The game can play quite a few players, so you have a high player count, but you can come all the way down to very few players, and it adjusts very nicely. The game is also very short. You are talking about possibly 20 minutes, 25 minutes. In that time, you will feel like you've had a satisfying playing experience. Then you can change the monument you had and play again. Each monument comes with a little bit of a special power as you build some stages in it, but they're once and done. This game has, like I said, very little for you to miss on your turn. At no point where you go, oh, my last turn, I forgot to do this. That would be extremely rare for something like that to happen. I like it. I think it is one that I cannot see myself having a problem teaching this to anybody. So you couple that with some beautiful artwork, a nice theme, and a short, punchy playtime, and this is one of the absolute best welcoming games of 2021. So there you go, everybody. That's my list of welcoming games. Hopefully there's something in here you can play for yourself. You can perhaps give someone as a gift or just enjoy. And no matter who you do it with or how. So my name is Z Garcia. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.
Hey everybody, Christy here, continuing along our Winter Spectacular with my 10 more amazing games. Tom is going to do 10 more great games, so I'm going to do 10 more amazing ones. These are 10 games that are not on my top 10 of the year, that are not on my top 10 surprises of the year. 10 more amazing games. You can think of this as basically kind of like my 20 through 11 of the year. So let's kick it off with, I'm going to go from 10 to 1 though, for my old mental brain process to make this list easier for me to read. And number 10 is a game called Origins, the First Builders. This is by Board and Dice, a company that really impresses me. I like the heavy, crunchy Euro games they come out with. This one is a cool dice drafting-ish dice manipulation game. It uses the little feet, or the little like dice holders you plop the die into that I first saw it in Coimbra, and I think it's used pretty well in this game. It's interesting. You can't do everything. There's a lot of good options. There's tracks. There's powers that you want to unlock. There's ways to send dice permanently away, but they'll give you, an ongoing benefit. I really like it. Think of this almost like a T game in their T series. Think of it as Torigins if you must. But my number 10, Origins, the First Builders. My number 9 is a game called Mystic Paths. This is by R&R Games, and I like this a lot. The cover and the components do not make you think a word game akin to something like a Code Names-ish style game. And I don't know why it is with these plastic wizard miniatures that you have a base that you leave behind on the previous space you came from. I don't know why component-wise it is what it is, but it's a really good word game, even though it feels like it's made from leftover components sitting around in a warehouse. But if you haven't tried it out, this is a fantastic party kind of word-style game. Mystic Paths, my number 9. Number 8 is a game called Karar, Rise of an Empire. This is by Yellow Expert Line. I think this is a good game to kick off this expert line. I'm curious to see what the follow-ups are going to be. Karar is it's an action selection game that uses a dice mechanism, but it's about building up, moving up these tracks and collecting these different tokens for endgame scoring. And it's a civilization-y theme to it. I think it works pretty well. I think it looks pretty sharp even though there's a lot of tan on it. This game, like I said, looks good. Fun colors, fun action selection. I really like it. So that's Karar, Rise of an Empire. Number 7 is Cascadia. Cascadia is a very cool double drafting, I guess you would call it, or packet drafting. You draft from a lineup of 4 things, but there's a landscape tile and an animal. I don't know if there's like a solidified name for this mechanism, but I like it where you have to draft this landscape tile with the matching animal that came out that round, and they're randomized, so you can't always plan to get what you want paired with what you want, but when you do, it's so satisfying. Or when you have a way to say, ooh, I needed that landscape tile, and this animal I can make work somewhere else. And so it's a fun, thinky game, similar development team behind Calico, but I feel like this one's more open, this one's easier, more breezy, so I really like it a lot. Number 7, Cascadia. Number 6 is Old Tray. Old Tray is a cooperative game by Antoine Bausa, by Studio H, if I believe, and they make this interesting game that feels more like experiencing a story. It's mechanically solid, but I feel like what's neat about it is kind of experiencing the story together and having some good decisions to make. It's a lot luckier than I want, but for some reason the charm of the game outweighs how luck dependent I feel like a lot of it is, and I want to keep exploring it. So that's Old Tray, my number 6. Number 5 is Wishland. Wishland is a theme park building game. It's worker placement with a few unique little twists to it. There's 4 actions in a round and then 7 rounds to the game. And it's one where you choose when to pull your workers back. And the fact that you don't pull your workers back automatically at the end of 4 actions when you move to the next round means that you have some really good choices. When do I want to pull them back early? Do I want to wait until the start of the next round? But new cards come out of the market at the start of the round. This is a really charming and really, really lovely game, Wishland. My number 4, 7 Wonders Architects. 7 Wonders Architects. This is the second Antoine Bausa game on the list, actually. This is 7 Wonders in theme, and a little bit you can see the mechanical carryovers, but this is a much simpler game, and it is a different game. It is, instead of simultaneous card selection, you can pick a card from the middle of the table or from your left or from your right. It kind of keeps that idea of your neighboring players kind of have some influence on what you can do, and I like that. Really charming, plays well with kids, but it's also engaging enough that you can play this with plenty of gamers, and they'll have fun with it. Number 3, Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition. I do not like this one quite as much as I enjoy the original Terraforming Mars, but it is quicker, and I think that there's a few things they cleaned up nicely. The art is also better in this one, and I like the simultaneous action selection. I appreciate that they threw in a 2-player cooperative mode. I find that one interesting to play, and it's particularly because I think that this game with a simultaneous action selection is good at 2, but maybe better with 3, maybe 4 or so. But I like this one quite a bit. My number 2 is a very beautiful game called Canvas. I just taught this one recently, and Canvas is I've said the word charming so many times, but this is a very light, very simple game, very mechanically simple, but what it does is it makes you have only a little bit of time to make the best collection of paintings, and I feel like that's really, really engaging. It's not tight or strenuous, but you do sometimes hope, like, ooh, I hope I can afford that card, I hope it can kind of get cheaper, or I get some of these tokens to pay for it. And when you make a beautiful painting, you display it to everyone at the table, and it's so satisfying. Win or lose, it's just a really, really fun time. And my number 1 game for this, 10 more amazing games of 2021, is Cryo. Cryo is a worker placement game. This is by Luke Laurie. I've found that I'm enjoying his stuff, and it makes me want to look at more of his designs as well. Cryo is about these droids trying to save humans in a ship, but if you can use those humans to generate you some electricity and some resources in the meantime, maybe you'll collect them later, right? But they are victory points, so I want to go save humans eventually, but if I can use their body heat to generate some resources in the meantime, great. It's a funny theme, but I think that it's executed very well. I really, really like this game. One of the things that it does is you place out workers, and that's great. When you recall your workers, you also activate some abilities. Love that mechanism. I would love to see it more. And so that's why this is number 1 on this list, Cryo. So, hope that was helpful. 10 more amazing games from 2021. Let's keep it going.
Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vassell. Welcome to the Dice Tower as we take a look at the best of 2021. And I want to talk about theming this time. Now, these games are not necessarily my favorite games of the year. In fact, some of them are and some of them aren't. But I'm just talking about the unique, interesting, or good ways that they use their theme in the game. And I'm always looking for games that do different things with theme. And theme can mean anything, and you'll see that as we go through these different kinds of themes on this list. So again, I'm just kind of ranking this list by how well I thought the theme was brought into the game. Number 10 is That Time You Killed Me. That's an evocative title right off the bat. And frankly, this is the most abstract game on this list because that's what it is. It's a game in which I am moving a couple pieces around that look kind of like chess pieces, trying to take yours out. And it's very thinky. It's very abstract. But the game is about you being a time traveler. And it is because you have the past, present, and future. And you're jumping your pieces around that follow some time travel rules. And also, when you have these modules where you can plant a plant in the past that grows into a shrub and then a tree in the future. Again, this all comes down to an abstract, chess-like, very deep thinking game. But the theme works. It doesn't hurt that the rule book is written with a rollicking, jovial tone that just brings this laughter into the whole thing. But that theme, I think, just fits, and it's so much fun. Just read the back of the box, and I think you'll be in based on theme alone. That Time You Killed Me. Number 9 is Cellulose. Cellulose is from Genius Games, who makes games that are science themed. And I feel like I should put one of their games on the list every year. Actually, I think they had 2 games come out this year, but I could only pick one for this list. And I'm a big fan of putting these science themes here. Here are plant cells and just the DNA and everything that's involved with this game. It's a good worker placement game that I think works really well, but it also comes with a whole extra book that explains the science and everything behind it. They do this with all their games, and I love how they have a really solid game with really good science mechanisms. If you're a science teacher and you're going, there's no good board games for me, oh my word, there is, and this is one of them. It's a lot of fun too. That's Cellulose. Number 8 is Imperium Classics, or Imperium Legends, are 2 games that work together. This one is a Civilization-style game that's a deck builder, but kind of. Or a deck manipulator. I don't really know how to describe this game, but it works really well. Now, you're going to need people. This is one of the heavier games on this list. It doesn't look like it's that heavy, but you have your own civilization, whether it be the Romans or the Greeks, or if you're playing with the Legends box, the Atlanteans. You have these cards. Each one has a few different rules, and you're kind of like cycling cards and building cards and just trying to score points in various ways. But I think it brings this theme to life. It does a pretty good job considering everything is in these cards. The artwork doesn't hurt. It's a good production. Like I said, there's a lot going on in this game, but definitely worth checking out. Imperium Classics or Legends. Number 7 is Moonshine Empire. Now, this game is probably one of the simplest games on the list, and I have a few problems with the gameplay, but the theming of it works really well. You're just delivering moonshine, and everything about this brings it to life, from the little airboats and jeeps and things you're driving around on a board, and you jump out of an airboat and steal someone else's jeep and go in, and you're cranking out moonshine and you're delivering it to Granny over here in a little shack in the swamp. It is just chock full of this silly theme. And while the game itself I thought was okay, the theme was so much over the top that if you like it, I think it's worth checking out. And I wanted to give it points for having such a fun theme. Number 6 is Dominant Species Marine. Now, this is the follow-up to the very well-received and very popular Dominant Species. This is, I think, possibly better than the first game. There's going to be some back and forth, but I just love how this game works. You are a species, an aquatic species, and you're one of 4 different species in the ocean, and crustaceans or whatever you are, and you are trying to propagate and beat everybody else out through the manipulating of cards. It almost feels like a civilization building game, but all the cards make thematic sense. You're also trying to evolve a little bit so that you can beat everybody else out. It doesn't look like a very thematic game when you look at it. It definitely needs some upgrades of pieces and stuff, but the cards and everything else help bring this to life, and I think the theme is really strong. Dominant Species Marine. Number 5 is The Specialists. Now, this is not the only game that came out with this theme, but I'm a big fan of the whole Ocean's 11 style thing. And in this game, you are grabbing a gang of characters together and then sending them out on heists all over the world, trying to figure out, are we going to rob the jewelry stores or the big casinos at different places? That's a kind of a fun theme. The artwork here brings it to life. It's a really cool looking box, and I'm not condoning robbing casinos, but I think we all imagine it a little bit when we're watching Ocean's 11 and things like that. And so this takes those heist movies, which are a lot of fun, and brings it into a card collecting and playing out of a game called The Specialists. Number 4 is possibly my least favorite game mechanisms on this list, but the theme is so fantastic that it made the list because we just enjoyed it. Danger Park. So in Danger Park, which definitely takes some inspiration from the real world, you are working together as a group of people building different rides in this park. You're not really working together, but you're all building in the same park, and you are building deliberately bad rides that are about to fall apart. And in this game, fall apart all the time. It's tremendous artwork. You got a tilt-a-whirl where the people might fly off, a bug-infested funhouse. It's silly artwork. It is hilarious as you're playing these cards, and then the machines break down and sometimes spread it to other people. People get sick in your park and move in the crowds of other people, and they get sick. It's a really funny theme. We laugh the whole time we're playing it, and that is Danger Park. Number 3 is Vagrant Song. Now, part of the theming of Vagrant Song that I like so much is the 1920, 30 art style, Betty Boop, Cuphead style. But I also like the theme itself. You wake up, you're vagrants, maybe a guy with a banjo, maybe a girl with a dog, and you wake up on this train, and you're like, where are we? Wait, is that guy missing his head? And it's spooky, but Mickey Mouse-ish spooky, but spooky anyway. But it's also a really strong game about you have these haints, they're called, and you're trying to restore their humanity without losing your own in the process. Great storylines, a lot of fun. Vagrant Song. Number 2 is Lawyer Up. Lawyer Up is a 2-player game about a trial. One person is the prosecution, the other person is the defense. You're going back and forth, fighting over different trials, and a few come in the base game. You can buy more in expansions. There is no set verdict. It's not like, well, this person's guilty, we have to figure it out. No, that's kind of ambiguous. You're just trying to prove it by playing cards and then swaying the jurors on your side. Doesn't matter if they're actually guilty or innocent. What matters is, can you persuade them? I love lawyer shows. I like all the different cards in this game. At its core, it's definitely moving cards and cubes around. But the theme, I think, comes out, and I like it a lot. So that's Lawyer Up. And then number 1 on my list of best themes from 2021 is Night Cage. Night Cage is horror in a box. And but it's not like bloody or scary or anything. Well, I mean, it's scary, but it's not bloody or gross. You are someone trapped in a black cage in the middle of nowhere. It's a cooperative game. You're all working together, trying to crawl out. But you only have one candle, so you can only see tiles that are right next to you. You got to go find keys. Everyone needs to find a key, and then all get to the same door and unlock it. And wow, does this game bring that theme to life. I feel like you should play it with the lights down and some just very eerie water driplets in the background, maybe some quiet music. There's monsters in this thing. It is scary as all get out, I feel. Just an interesting cooperative game that's really unlike anything else that you've ever played. So those are my 10 favorite themes that I found in games, and there's so many. Games are so thematic, and like you can see, they're from lawyers to being trapped in a cage, to going on a train to the afterlife, to back in time, to moonshining. There's so many cool themes. These are my favorites. I'm Tom Vassell. You're watching The Dice Tower.
Hi, it's Tarrant.
And Stella from Meeple University on the Dice Tower. We are very excited to do playthrough of Dunhuang.
Dunhuang Pearl on the Silk Road, today as part of the Winter Spectacular.
Exactly. So we are actually pre-recording this video.
Yes.
So we are going to hopefully jump in the chat and chat with you all, but this is a crunchy Euro game with such a nice artwork you can see here. The front of the box. Now this is the Chinese version that was out about 3 years ago.
Yep, 2018 release.
Thank you very much. And the inside of the front box is amazing. It's like, look how pretty it is. Like that's kind of like this is the Chinese version, but most of the boards you can see here is language independent,
Yes.
which is also going to be the giveaway. Okay, I'm going to put it at the back.
Yes, so there'll be a giveaway for this game. To enter, email contest@dicetower.com.
Yep, until the end of the year.
Till the end of the year, include your full name, and the subject line should be the password, which is showing below us now. So have that in the subject line, and you'll go in the running to win a copy of Dunhuang. And that is the version we're playing here, so the Chinese version, with access to the English rules which are being developed for the Kickstarter.
Exactly, and that is why we're playing this, because Dunhuang is coming to Kickstarter sometime early 2022.
Yeah.
And if you win the giveaway, it's a worldwide giveaway. One person will get the game, and you'll get a copy of this obviously earlier than Kickstarter. We do have the English rules, like PDF copy of English rules. That's basically what you get: the PDF copy,
Yes.
PDF copy, and this very game.
Yes.
Okay, so what we're going to do is that Taryn's going to give you an overview of the game, and then we are going to play the game, and we'll remind everyone again how to enter the giveaway, which is again contest at dicetower.com. It's until the end of the year, so the 31st, isn't it? Yeah, 31st of November, December. 31st of December 2021.
Yes.
And the password is here, and your full name is in the the password is in the subject line, and your full name in the email
Yes.
body email. There you go. So
There you go.
let's get to the table, Taryn.
Yes, let's do it. So here we are set up. You can see all the components that we are playing with here. This game is fundamentally a round-based worker placement game, which plays over 8 rounds, and we're going to be going out and developing ourselves in 3 of the major trade goods on the Silk Road. So we're playing with silk and tea and gold. But this is a modular game. There are, so I reach into the box here, there's 12 different modules with a variety of different goods and different combinations that you can play with. So there are, you'll use 3 in any one game. You get a lot of different combinations.
This is the 3 recommended ones
Yes.
that we start, which is gold, silk, and tea.
Yes, so these are what is recommended for your first play. They play in the most straightforward way out of all of the components. The other thing we'll point out here is that we're playing the 2-player version. So this game does have modes from solo up to 4 players. And there's 3 and 4 play pretty similarly, but there's a moderate amount of differences when you go down to 2 and 1. And so you'll see components here that aren't in our colours, which are red and yellow. You can see I've got a green meeple here, Stella has a blue one there. And that's all part of how the game plays at 2 players.
The dice as well over there.
Yes. So what exactly are we doing? What are some of the things we can do?
This is the Pearl of Silk Road, which is back in the day. Yes. Dunhuang is a city where everyone trades, and this is why the module comes into place. They trade gold, silk, tea, and the other modules.
Yep.
Over
There's
the pearl.
jade, there's wine, there's there's lots of different.
Yeah, we're trading, and this is actually based on the grotto in Dunhuang area. Yep. So where there's the graffiti in there as well. It's very pretty.
Yes. Yep. So we each have 4 meeples, 3 in our colour, 1 in not our colour that still belongs to us. We've got worker placement spaces all down here at the bottom. These are the basic placement spaces. This will get us some of the resources, including money and pigments. And these are the basic resources for the modules. So each module has cubes representing material, and then has wooden pieces representing products. And so part of the game is getting the base materials out of the cubes, then upgrading them to the products which you can use to buy better things. There are characters. These are associated with the modules as well. And through the game, you'll try to recruit characters. And when you recruit a character, it goes onto one of these spaces and becomes associated with one of your meeples. And you also get grain tokens, which tell you how many times you can use that character's power. Then on a subsequent turn, when I place this meeple, wherever I place it, I can resolve that effect, and then I can also resolve this character's effect. And so that lets you combo with some of the modules in the game, and it's an important way of getting more actions and
Absolutely.
doing more things powerfully. The other major mechanic in the game is the frescoes. So as Stella mentioned, there's the graffiti. We will start the game with with fresco tiles, and we'll be constructing them up here. We'll be starting to paint them with pigments, and when we do, I'm in the wrong slot, we place what's called an overseer die. And this becomes a new worker placement space that anyone can use.
The dice is not made for rolling.
Correct. When anyone uses it, unless you use it yourself with your own colour of meeple, this will start to go down. And once it is empty, it will come over here for some extra rewards, but you also gain points, a decreasing number of points based on how early it happens. So our early frescoes, if we can get them finished inside 3 or 4 rounds, they're going to be worth 14, 18 points.
That's
There's
a lot.
of points in frescoes. And so this is a major part of the game. It's also about getting the actions on the board at the time that you want them. Now, what does all this go down to? In the 3 or 4 player game, each module comes with one of these tiles which has some objectives related to the modules. And you're racing to complete these objectives, they'll score you points, and there's majority points for getting more objectives than other players. It's a little bit different at 2 players. We've got these smaller tiles here, again 1 per module plus a basic one, and we're competing against each other on these objectives here. So this is the T objective. We want to get T trading bonuses, and if you've got more T trading bonuses than your opponent, that will give you points at the end of the game and a bonus at the start of each round. So we want T trading bonuses, we want gold characters, so characters with, from the gold deck. We want to have clothes, which we make out of silk. And this one here, which is one of the base ones, we just want to build frescoes. And specifically there it's start frescoes, they don't have to be completed. Mm-hmm. So a big part of our endgame score, we're looking to get majorities on these expert tiles. And parts of our bonuses through the game. That probably puts us in a good position to get into the start, and we can go through some of the specific actions as we move through. What we have to do to finish setup, firstly we need to draft the leftover fresco tiles. So there are 3 here that are just going to come out through the game neutrally.
As part of the
2 player mode.
Yep.
And then each of us will have a hand of 6. And so we go through these and we will choose the ones we want to have. So I feel it's good to get a bit of a mix across the different different types, because then I can sort of influence what comes out at different times of the game.
For sure. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
We'll go that way. All right. Next, we choose first player. So we'll
do rock,
do
paper,
our
scissors.
normal thing.
1, 2, 3.
And cut again.
You cut.
All right, so you get the first player token and a coin and a pigment. I get the choice between a coin and 2 pigments, or 2 coins and a pigment. And looking at what's out there, there's some characters. Either way, I'm going to feel like I'm short. So I'm just going to take the 2 coins, which is the gold coin, and a pigment.
Very good.
And I'll put these other ones back. Right.
So what also very important, worker placement, where can you place your workers? You mentioned it a little bit before. So these 4 workers, I can put on one of these squares area. You can put it in one of these 3, but this maximum of 2 can be placed for 2-player game.
Yes, we did forget to mention that. Those are again associated with the modules.
Yep, so there are 2 modules. And then there's, soon enough, you'll see a fresco here, and then which you can place your meeple on there as well.
Yes. All right, so finally we each pick 1 fresco that doesn't have a cross in the corner.
Let me just double check.
To place as part of the start.
The cross bottom left.
Yes.
Okay, I'm yellow. All right, so I'll put it in my slot, which is yellow here.
Yep.
And then 4, we reveal.
And we also reveal at the start of round 1 That's why I've put this green die here as a reminder. We reveal one of the public frescoes as well. And we can count these ones down with grain tokens or the die. There's a few ways we can do that.
Okay. So we in a 2-player game we put 2, regardless of it says 2 or 3 or whatever. So 2 here rather than 3. If it's a 3-player game, for example, it will be 3. So it has to be used 3 times.
Or
get
have
rid of it.
be used 3 times or have the die move down, because there are some effects
Correct.
which will let you drop
True.
dice.
All right. What's your strategy, Taryn?
I don't know. It depends where you place your meeple first.
I don't know as well. I feel like I want to go there because it gives me a lot of good points over there. So there is where my meeple will go. So I'll go, sorry, not that. I'm going to use the blue meeple straight away. Because if I use yellow, it won't... So I want this counter to be down because that's good for me. So I use the blue meeple in order to do that. And that only happens in the 2-player mode. And then that counter goes to 1. And I will give up 1 money and 1 basic gold product
Yep.
to get 2.
To get 2 upgraded, 2 of the same upgraded products.
Correct. So I got the T now.
2T.
2T.
I'm already short on money. It's very frustrating.
Oh, you already got 2. You got more than me. I've got, like, I started with 1. You got already...
Yeah.
He's already complaining about money.
I'm going to go and get myself a character. I
That's
think.
actually probably good idea.
No, actually, I'm going to go and get myself some money while it's there.
So that means Taryn is the first player for next round.
Yes, so whoever takes one of these 3 slots first also takes first player.
Very good. So I will go and simply get a pigman.
1 pigment.
Thank you.
Okay, now I shall go and take a character. Yep. So
Yes.
with this action, I can buy a character that costs money.
So it says here, character money, cost money.
Yes. And that's as distinct from the gold characters who have some different rules. You can only get them there. So I'm going to spend 2 coins, which is one of the gold ones, to grab this character, T character, and place here.
Okay. That is your turn, and then that gets refreshed right away. So at the end of the round, this one gets discarded.
Yes.
All right. I really need money, but I kind of like have no way to get money except the one with money logo over here.
Yeah. So you can always go to a space as long as you can do at least 1 part of its action.
Yeah, like this one.
So you could go there to get a money and ignore the start fresco action.
Yeah. So what I'll do though, I will go here. So this is the neutral color. So this ticks down to 1. And I pay a basic silk and 2 pigments. Thank you very much. And to get 1 of these. So I'm going to get this one to start with. And this gives me bonus at the end of, at the start of the rounds. I can, if I have multiple tiles, well, I can only get 1 type of the same. If I have multiple, so I've got the other ones, I get to choose 1 to activate at this start of a round.
Yeah.
As part of the game.
Yes. Okay. I will.
You have 1 more meeple, you have 2 more.
Yes. So I'm going to place here on this ultimate one, and I'm going to spend my last remaining coin
Very good.
to gain a T field.
That's
So
a good one.
This is my T field. T field is going to give me 1 money's income per round. Then I can do the T trade action. So I spend 1 T cube. I gain 2 points for that. I would have gained 5 if I spent a T leaf. And then I take 1 of my player tokens and I start to advance on one of these T tracks. So when I get to the top of a track, I get to get 1 of the bonuses shown there, and it will count towards this objective here. And speaking of these objectives, we skipped over a step. You now have 1 item of clothing, so you get to place a token onto here. So you now have the lead on this particular
Clothing.
bonus.
All right. So for our last action, now I don't want to think about it.
Sorry, I do also have one more thing. So because I spent this meeple
right.
associated with this character, I can now activate the
You
bottom
need to
part.
put the grain.
I do need to put the grain, my mistake, because I can use this 3 times. So I can now spend one of these grains
Very good.
to activate the bottom half. I have a unupgraded T field, and that gives me a pigment.
That is very good. I need money! So I'm going to go ahead to get money. That's it. And your last action this round.
I got one last action. Now I could go and use my own fresco up here.
Correct.
I don't have,
You don't
money,
have
to do
money.
the first part, but I
Yeah.
could do another tea trade. No, I don't have tea either, so
Okay.
not helpful either way.
Yep. I
So-
think, yeah.
Instead, what I will do
Get
is
resources. Upgrade.
upgrade. I'm going to upgrade
Very
my
good.
golden cube into a little crown.
And that's it. That's the end of the first round.
Yes. Well, that's the end of the actions phase.
Sorry, action
now
phase.
Now we clean up, so we take our meeples back.
Boop.
Again, the red ones are associated with the characters, or the player color ones. Next, if any of these fresco tiles had been fully used, we would remove them, but that's not the case. We sweep out the leftmost character card, bring in the new ones. There are no dice down here, so we don't do anything there yet. And then we check these objectives. So at the moment, 3 of them are tied. And because 3 of them are tied, what that's going to do is trigger special scoring 2 rounds from now. So I'm going to put a non-player meeple up here on round 3 to remind us of that. What it's going to mean is that there'll be 3 points per step of lead that you have on any of these going forward.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's some points potentially coming there, but that's not till round 3. You'll see how that works when we get to there. Then we go to round 2. So now at the start of the round, we gain some income.
And this one here. So I get 1 clothes.
So
But-
you get
But I get to do that, but I only have 1, so I don't actually activate more.
yeah. So at the start of the round, you get to activate 1 clothes tile. By leading here, you get to activate a second, but Stella doesn't have a second. But that's worth a coin. We each activate this bonus here that's visible, so we each get a pigment.
Woohoo! Free resource.
I get a coin for my T field.
Very good.
And you've claimed this bonus. I don't think any of us have any other start of round bonuses. Yes, so on to round 2 and on to actions. So now on...
You go first, yeah.
T.
First player.
Yes, what I will do, I will now...
Maybe let's just put it here. Back to here. So whoever
Well,
goes
I will
first.
hang on to it if no one goes here.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
All right, now I'm going to head up here. I'm going to spend my coin, my solitary coin, to gain 2 T cubes. This goes down by 1 because that's not my colour of meeple. And then I can do 1 T trades. So again, I'll cash in one of those T cubes,
Wow, very good.
step
Karen.
up on there, and I gain 2 points for spending a T cube.
Very good. All right, my go.
Yes.
I really need money. I feel like last game I have money in money, but now like, where has my money gone to?
You were short on T last time, so you've gone a different way.
I know. So I pay 1. My measly coin is gone. 1 measly, and then now it's gone.
Yep.
To get this.
T field.
Woo! T-field.
So that'll be a money income each
This
round.
way. And then I get to use this one as well. So I put it here, the first one.
Yep.
Give up this upgraded tea. It gives me 5 points.
5 points for trading T.
And
I put in all the groundwork, but you just swept ahead.
No.
In a single trade.
no, it's like I'm still behind you.
We'll see. Not where it matters. All right, so my next action, I'm going to take this meeple associated with this character and go to the gold ultimate space. So I spend my crown here, and I can recruit any one of these characters, but I'm going to take the gold one, which I can only get this way. So the gold meeple goes there. I get to put a token up here because this is gold characters. I get one of the black meeples as a meeple that I can use at the end of the round after everyone is done.
Very good.
that has 2 grains associated with it. And then I can spend this grain to gain a pigment.
Very good.
Okay.
I am just simply going to go to get money and the first player token. Thank you very much.
Okay. Now I'm going to head to this spot here.
Ooh, very good.
So I'll gain a money. And I've got 4 pigments, so I can start a fresco here. So I spend those 4 pigments. I look through all the ones in my hand. And when I take this action, I get to immediately do the effect on the fresco. So that's fairly strong, fairly useful. So what I'll do is place this one.
Very good, yeah.
That one goes, oh, hang on. No, I'm not ready to immediately do that one.
Now it's open. I forgot already what you played.
I'll do...
Very good.
I do kind of want that one, but that's all right. I'll do that one.
Mm-hmm.
I place one of my dice here. It unlocks another option for my income here. And that gives me a pigment.
Very good.
And it gives me a resource upgrade. And I'm going to exchange a red for a silk here.
Fair enough. All right, my go.
Right, and this grain I'll spend that when I move the black maple at the end of the round.
I'm just simply going to get basic gold. And that's your turn.
Now
You got 2 meeples now because of your assistant power.
yes. So there's not a lot that's available at the moment. I can't afford those. This one is locked out because only 2 of those can be used. So I'm probably just getting I'm probably just getting resources as well. So let's grab a T cube.
Okay, my last one, I'm gonna go here. Probably know what I'm gonna do. This is gone, this goes there, and I get to pay one money and 1 basic gold resource to get 2 of the same of the upgraded resources, which I choose silk.
Yep. And because this fresco of yours was completed in round 2, you gain 18 points for that.
Woohoo!
So you rush ahead to 23.
Yeah, for now.
For now. I've got a couple on the go.
Now you have your last meeple to use.
Yes, and I am going to, so I'll spend the grain that was associated with it, and I'll use this one.
Very good.
Because that's not my colour, I get to drop this by 1. So
Very
they're both advancing towards the points. I get another pigment. I get another upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
So it brings us to the end of round 2. No one's got anything here yet. Just wanted to check everything. I did neglect to put a token down on here because I have...
You built one.
Started a fresco.
Very good.
All right. So to finish the end of that round, we bring our meeples back.
You don't get your black meeple back.
I do, but I've got one more grain on my black maple.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got one more round of that extra action. We remove fresco tiles that don't have dice, so that one is gone. We sweep out the characters again, so refill that. Okay, then you gain, so as these dice come through here, you gain rewards for that, so you can get either a coin or a pigment.
Pigment, please. Thank you very much.
Okay, and then this slides over to here. Then we check, now there's no longer a tie on 3 or more of these, so there's not going to be special scoring in round 4. So then we advance to here and we go on to round 3. So the first thing that's going to happen, this is reminding us that a new public fresco is going to come into play. So there we go, we've got a new action available to us. At the end of this round, we're going to score for our leads on this. Mm-hmm. And then we gain all our income. So I can either get a fresco or a coin.
And just get a
pigment or a coin. I'm also going to get a pigment.
Very good.
Then for me, I get my coin bonus from my T field.
That's right. I've got this one and this one, so 2.
2 coins.
This is like flip side 1 and 2. So 2.
Yep. And then bonuses from up here. This one you're leading, but once again you don't have another set of clothes to do anything with. This one I'm leading, but this allows me to drop one of my fresco dice down to 1, and they're both already on 1, so I get nothing here. This one allows me to activate the bonus of a non-gold character who's up here.
It's very good.
These ones are not useful to me, so this is the only one I can do. I have a level 1 T field, and that gives me another pigment.
That is amazing. I think Taryn's doing well. All right, I start first.
Yes.
And I will go ahead and take a
Pigment.
Thank you very much.
Okay. I'm going to go here.
Can I keep this first player?
Yes. I get a gold cube, and then I spend the last grain on here to
Very
get a
good.
pigment.
Very good.
And then this character is gone because I'm out of grain. I can't feed that character anymore.
Very good. So next I'm gonna go here to build a building and get a coin. Can you please pass me one money? And I would like to actually get this one out. So money here. I'm yellow, so I will put it there. Number 2, and I get this action, so I can
Spend a coin
Money.
for 2 pigments.
So I've spent these pigments, by the way, and then I get 2 pigments back.
Yep.
Just put it aside, and I drop it on the floor as well. Thank you very much, floor, for catching my pigment.
And then you can do a tea trade.
I did indeed. That's the plan. So spend this upgraded tea to get 5 points, please. So I do it myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thanks, Darren.
Yeah, I gave you the points instead of me before.
What? What happened?
You should be on 10, and I should be on...
What do you mean? I completed the thing on 18.
See? Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes, you completed it.
Ah.
Sorry, I thought I completed it. Yep. No, you were correct.
So it is correct?
Yes, we'll edit that out.
You're trying to cheat. Taryn's trying to cheat everybody. This is recorded on camera, and there's no way back. And I will put it. I would not edit this out. Right. So oh no, you broken my flow of thingy. So
Yes,
I pay that.
You get the
get that,
tea
yep.
thing, you paid that, you got the 5 points,
So I do this now.
and you go up on there.
Hello.
Hello. All right. I am going to... What do I need? Pigment and a thing. Yep, I'm going to... You have 2 pigments. I'm going to go in here, make sure I can claim my first clothes. So that's a pigment and a silk in order to get one of those. And I think the most useful benefit for me at this point of the game...
What's that?
That's
one?
an
The
upgrade. Or that is
What do you feel?
money.
What do you find tight? Like for me, like money, like money.
Yeah,
Oh, that's upgrade. That's,
I'm gonna
that's
grab,
okay.
I'm gonna
Good.
grab the upgrade.
And then put your thing there.
Yes, so I now have a cloth, so I can put my clothes, so I can put my item there.
Well done, Taryn. So I'm gonna go here. Boop. The one that I just played. So I'm gonna play it again. So put the 1, pay 1. I flip this from 2 to 1,
Yep.
and then get 2 more pigments. I got it here, right here.
Okay.
And then I do a T action, which is the basic T this time.
Yep.
That's only give me 2 points this
Yep.
time, not 5. And I go up here, and then I get to enjoy and choose a bonus, and then you can't use that bonus again later.
Yep.
I'm going to use it to go here to get 2 coins.
2 coins.
Please give me 2 coins.
All
Thank
right,
you very
you've got
much.
a lot of money going on there, and you've got enough to start another fresco. So I definitely have to jump in and
Yeah,
take
damn
that
it.
one now.
Damn you.
So this last grain will go towards that black meeple. I'll come back to that one later. I spend my 4 pigments. Whoops. Fumbling them. Spend my
Going
4
there.
pigments, and I'm going to place this one. So because I'm placing it over here, I've got 3 frescoes out at once.
Very good.
I gain 5 points immediately. I put this here. I put another one here. We were meant to put one of yours on here as well.
Oh, yes, yes.
Because you
Thank
started
you.
a fresco.
Correct.
So that's there. Then I can do the action that's on this. So I will upgrade a gold into a crown. And if I took a crown, which I did, I get 2 points.
Damn it, Taryn, you blocked my actions. It's like, I want to go here, but Taryn blocked it. I want to go there, Taryn blocked it. Like, seriously.
And I find that quite interesting with this game. There's enough strong and weak actions that you really have to time things and work out what's important.
That's actually correct. All right, it is my go now. I have one more action. Okay, I'm going to just do this one. I'm thinking that if I go there, I can get the benefit of getting 2 products, but I think Taryn's going to go anyway and produce it, let him do the hard work. I was going to go there, but of course Taryn blocked it. So I pay 1 here.
Yep.
To
Upgrade your
upgrade.
tea.
Yep. And I do the tea act. Oh, I don't have the tea act. I don't have the tea at the moment.
You've still got the upgrade, and that lets you gain tea leaves right away at the start of the next round.
I know, but I really want to. Maybe I'm better off going there, pay 1 and then get 2 products and then do it upgrade anyway. Yeah, I'll do that. Sorry, everybody.
Okay.
I'll go there anyway. And then this gone. So Taryn will get the benefit there.
Yep, so I gain 16 points for that. So I'm on 9. That takes me to 25.
You're welcome. And I get 2 of these.
And then you can do a
Tea
trade.
action. Yep, so I use that and get 2 measly points. And then I will put it the same one. So I go here.
Yep.
Same track, which is... I can only put 1 at a time, but that one is done. So I put this one here.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Now I place my other coloured meeple and I'm going to go down here. So that was actually my plan all along, to do
Is Taryn all
my
along?
tea upgrade.
Oh.
And then I
Damn
can
it!
spend that tea leaf for 5 points and move up on here, which lets me jump up to the top so I could get a couple of
Bonuses. Different, like 1 bonus. What would you like?
and get a cube. Well, it's always good to have pigments. They're tough to get, so I'll grab the 2 pigments.
Yep.
That's that action done, and then I've got the black maple left, and I can use that to go here, finish this one off, and gain another pigment, and do an upgrade. So I'll turn
so
that
powerful.
into tea.
At least that's it. You don't have that black meeple anymore.
Yeah, I did kind of. I've wasted that a little bit, but that's all right.
So do I.
And as a result of that, that's it.
It's like, as a result of that,
All right, so that takes us to the end of this round. So we regather all of our meeples.
come back home, meeple. Come home to mommy.
As you say, I have lost the black meeple now. That character is gone.
Where's my blue meeple?
Where's my green meeple?
You took my blue meeple.
I got confused. Okay. So these frescoes come off. Those actions are done.
See who's winning now. Tara.
Did I gain? I didn't gain my extra 16 points for the second one.
No,
so
you haven't yet.
I need to get those. All
Taryn's in good position.
Then we discard the leftmost character. Now I can gain a coin
You
or a
have to-
pigment for each of those.
Yep.
Which gives me... I'll take 1 pigment and
Each.
1 coin.
And I'll take a product of my choice, which
Resource of your
is a
choice.
tea.
Material.
Material, sorry.
Yours goes back onto your board.
Yeah.
These slide over here for me. So I've still got 5 points open as a potential income.
And I get the first round income bonus.
Not yet.
Okay.
So now it is the end of this round and we do the special scoring. So constructed frescoes, I've got a 2-to-1 advantage here. So I get 3 points for that. Here we're still tied. Here I've got a 1-0 advantage, which is worth 3 points. And here on the clothes we're tied, so there's no. So it's only it's only in rounds where special scoring is triggered, which happens 2 rounds after 3 or 4 of those are tied. And that's just 1 fresco difference.
1 fresco, but diminishing point. So it'll be like less and less point.
It's slowly diminishing. All right, so this one comes off. We don't have, because there's only 2 tied, there's no special scoring in round 5. So we advance to the next round. And now we do our
Income.
bonuses.
So that and that. So 2 coins for me.
Yep. I've got 1 of these, so I'm going to take the 5 points.
Of course.
I get a tea leaf.
Or money, which you get
Or money for that. This lets me do an upgrade, but I have nothing to upgrade, so I'm not going to activate it. And then the bonuses up here, I can drop this to a 1, and I can activate an ability that is on one of these characters. Again, I don't have anything useful I can do on these, so I'll activate this one, which lets me, because I've got a level 2 T, lets me do a T upgrade, a T trade. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I didn't let you get away with that a little bit more. This
I'll bet.
2-player version.
So there's some valuable bonuses there that we need to work with each other.
Correct. All right, it's my go now. To
Yes.
start off the round number 4 already.
Round 4.
I'm going to build a fresco because I can.
Yep.
Get 1 money in the process. Thank
sorry.
you. Put it here. Put my 2 die and then automatically upgrade this. Now this is the product to like upgraded product. This one. And because I do that, I get 1 of these.
Yes.
And I will put 1 in here. Finally.
So we are tied on that one now.
Oh, I'm sure you got 4. I'm sure you'll go there again. Here. And build it again. And I pay my pigments. Let's not forget that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right, so because I've got a bit of time before I have to go and use this fresco space, what I'll do is I'll go and recruit a character. So I'll place this meeple here. This lets me recruit a character with money. So I'm going to recruit this one here. It's going to cost me 3 money. So I'll put that like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this character associated with the meeple I just placed. So these slide along and we get an extra character. I gain 4 grain, but then I spend 1 of them to do an Emperor's Quest. So we haven't seen this one yet, but instead of spending a grain to do the action, you can spend a grain on this star to simply gain 3 points. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to try to turn these characters, at least this character, into points. So there we go. That's my action.
Okay. I'm going to go here to spend 1 money. I'll put it on this side.
Gain 2 pigments.
Thank you very much. And then now you look at, ooh, she's got 2 pigments. It still looks short. And then I will do the T action. So I'll give up this one to get 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put it 1 up. Then I would put it here.
Put this away. So that one's complete. It's 14 points in this round.
1, 2, 3, 4. 51. Thank you.
Okay.
Let's face one out.
Yes. All right. So I'm still safe from being able to go there for the time being. So I am going to come in here.
It's good that you voice what you want to do. I mean, it's for you all at home that, like, he's going to do that. Ooh. Not that I'm winning, by the way.
You'll catch up. I'm sure of it. You've got a few things going.
You trust in me more than I trust in myself.
You got some better frescoes still to come and more here. So yeah, it's a small difference. What was I doing? I'm going to go here. I'm going to get another gold character. So I'm going to spend this to get this gold character. So she has the bonus that I can spend a grain to take a space that's already occupied. So that's 2 grains here for that character, and another point on here.
Very good. I'm going to go here and then spend the finished product and a
Pigment.
Thank you very much, to get one of these. Which this one is my choice. Okay.
Very good. So now you get to put another token down.
Correct. Thank you.
And because we've each got our own stack here, when we run out of these tokens, we can just use grain or pigments or
Okay.
things as well.
Yep.
Okay. Now I think it is, well, you don't have the pigments, but it's time to use it anyway. So I'm going to
You
go
might forget. Yeah.
It's going to cost me 4 pigments. And I'm going to place, it's a little bit inefficient, but it'll be right.
I'm
So
sure
it goes
it'll be
over here
fine.
on the left. So there, I just take one of my dice from here. So I'm
It's
going
inefficient, even more inefficient. You sure you want to do that, Tara?
to...
Because it's like you're giving up a free product and you can't do upgrades. And you can't put it there. That's my slot.
That's true. Not doing well here. All right, so it goes there. No, this is the thing to do because hopefully I can race ahead and maybe gain some points on here.
Very
So
good,
I'm
Tara.
going to pop that there. And I get to do 2 tea trades. So I'm going to spend, I've only got 1, so I'll spend that for 5 points to go up on here. And I get to do an Emperor's Quest, so I'll spend one of the grains that I had here to get 3 points.
Wow, very good, Tara.
And I've started another fresco, so I go back up on this track.
Well, since you, like, I can go there and then do that same thing and then reach that bit now.
It's true. So it would be, yeah, if you were to do that and I couldn't do anything with my last meeple, then you would get that bonus.
That's correct. Let's do that and see what happened. And then so everyone can see what happened. So upgrades 2.
Yeah. So that's 4 points.
Thank you very much.
No, that's
Oh, sorry, yes.
Trades.
Yeah, no, upgrade. Sorry, I was like looking around. So that is 4 points. Thank you. So 1, I go here. And then I'll just choose that because I've got nothing to upgrade. So I just get a T
cube.
T cube, sorry.
Okay.
And then,
And you can now place, you can now place 1 on here.
thank you very much. And then I have 1 more that I can use, whether I want to go here or there. I think I was probably going to try to go here. I don't know if I can actually reach it, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's
And then
probably safe.
Taran's probably going to go there first and then block this, and then I can't get any bonuses.
It is probably safer, yes.
Yep.
Okay. And then you didn't have any grain associated with that meeple, so you can't
Unfortunately,
do
I've been like
this quest.
inefficient. I should probably get grains, but then I saw that came out. I was like, I was going to get one of these, but then that came out like, ooh.
Okay. And then my coloured meeple, there's not very many things here for me to do, actually. I probably need to get some resources so that I can upgrade them here. Or I can take first player
Or that.
and get some points. So I will get a resource here, so I'm going to take first player and grab a coin.
Ooh. Ooh. And that is it. That's the end. That is round 4 action.
That is round 4. So cleaning up, we take back our meeples. I'll make sure I get the right colour this time.
Don't steal my meeple.
Okay. We remove this fresco. This fresco is done. You didn't drop my die when you used that.
Oh, sorry,
as
I
well,
forgot.
So
Yeah, thank
we'll do
you.
that. We discard this one. Now bonuses down here. So you can get a money or a pigment.
I think I'll get a pigment, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I get a cube, and I shall get a tea cube. Then none of these are tied at the moment, so no special scoring. So we advance to the next round.
There has to be
Sorry.
3 ties, right?
Yes. This one slides back, so I lose that income option. And now we do our income, so I can get a pigment or a coin. I'm going to get a coin.
I get a pigment. I got this one here actually on the side.
Yep. I can get a tea leaf or a coin for for this, and I
Oh,
can
yeah.
get an upgrade for this.
I will have 2 money and a pigment. I got the pigment here again.
And then bonuses up here. I'm leading here, I can drop a 2 to a 1, but both of mine are 1s. You're leading here and you've got a level 1 T field, so you get a coin.
Thank you.
I'm leading here, so I can use the bonus of
That is so good.
of one of these that is not gold. These ones are not useful, so I can do a T trade, which I guess I'll do now. So I'll spend this. It's actually, it's not terribly efficient for me, but that's all right. So I'll do this and go up here. No, I'm actually going to decline to do that because that'll be...
You want something else or something? Because you want to do this one.
If my bonus is going to be upgrades, I've got to have some cubes to upgrade.
That's actually true. All right, so I've actually haven't done this, so I've got a coin. Pretty sure that was it.
Yep.
Yeah. Wait. So this one.
Yes.
That's the bonus, so I do this as well.
Yep.
I mean, turn it 90 degrees.
Yes. Uh-oh. You took your score meeple instead of
Oh no!
instead of your place meeple. You're
Great.
on... Were you on 55, I think? 55 or 60?
I was here and then I got 4 points.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's there.
Yeah.
Because I remember it was the fresco like 41.
Yeah.
I mean 51 and then 4
And then
points.
it's-
Oh
Okay.
no.
Crisis averted. That's all right.
I was like, you uh-oh.
All right. So we come on to the start of actions now for round 5.
So you go first because you got the first player token.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to... It's going to feel weak, but I'm going to go there and get a red cube.
Why not, right?
Why not indeed?
So I've been wanting to get this one, but then I always get, oh, that's shinier and that's shinier. So I ended up not doing that. I don't know if I'm going to actually pay the cost. I probably would, look at this, right?
We'll see. It does cost you a few actions or minor actions, so...
Yeah, but anyways, either way, let's see what happened, right? With kind of ignoring this area. I'm still not going to go there, so I'm going to go there to build, get 1 coin.
Yep.
Thank you very much. I got stacks of
You have
coins.
a lot of coins.
Now this is probably a good time to play this then, because that's the one that costs coins, and since I've got some coins, I was collecting for this, which I didn't end up using.
Yep.
So I'll put it there. I get to do the action, so I can spend 3 coins to get 8.
8 points.
Thank you.
Okay. And you can put a token over here.
That's correct. And now it's even.
Now it's even. And you still don't have the ability to do an Emperor's Quest. I'm going to go over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm going to go there and get a gold cube.
All right, I'm gonna go.
You need to pay your pigments
That's right.
from the...
Thank you. Thank you for keeping me honest. I'm gonna go with my other colors meeple to go here. So move 1, and then do that action again. So 2, 1. So pay 3 money. They get 8 points, and I still can't do the quest.
The Emperor's Quest.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I am going to send this meeple up to here.
Nice.
And
With that, also it doesn't come down.
yeah, good point. Yeah, no, it's not going to come down on either front.
Yeah, you sure you want to put it here?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I want to do the Emperor's Quest.
Of course,
So I'm going to
yeah.
spend the 2 T's. That's going to give me 10 points. So 2, 7, 10. I can move up 1 on here. So that's going to let me upgrade these 2 from that bonus and put 1 here. My second one, I'm going to go and run for the points up the
Ooh.
right hand side. And I get to do an Emperor's Quest, so I spend this grain for 3 points.
Wow. All right, my go. I'm just gonna go there. I should have gone then ages ago to upgrade my thing. So pay 1, to upgrade, and then spend 1 to get 2 points of the basic product to go up here.
And I'm going to go. I have no pigments, so I can't afford that.
Correct?
I didn't think that one ahead. I'm going to go. Well, I'm still first player, so I'll go here. I took from here.
For now, you just.
So I took from here. I'm going to spend all 3 of my coins
Ooh.
in order to gain this character
I think it's this one. Karar.
with 4
Oh, yeah,
grain.
this one. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yep. Take that with 4 grain, and I'm going to spend this grain on the Emperor's Quest to get another 3 points. So this one, which would have given me the flexibility to jump in under Stella's meeple, I just turned that entirely into points.
That's okay. I think it's getting closer to the end.
Okay, so that is the end of...
I got one more
No,
meeple.
it's
Thank
not.
you very
You have one more
much.
meeple.
Yeah.
So it's
How
just
rude.
fair.
No, it's not rude. It's okay. I'll just go there and then spend this that I have forever
Yep.
to get one of these. Finally, I got something. But what do I want? I want to get this. So I've got... Which one? I want to reset this. So I've got... So I can't get this one and this one because I've already got them. And so I'll probably just get... Ooh, what is this? Spending a resource to get 4 points.
Yep, spending a cube to get 4 points.
Cube. If I can have a good cube production, but I don't actually have that right now.
Not unless you've got something on a leftover fresco.
Yeah, I know. So I'll probably get this one for now. We'll see what happens. Okay.
Okay,
And then I will put my...
I've done that for you.
Oh yeah, thank you very much.
All right, and I need to watch out here. You can see at the bottom of each of these, there's an end game trigger. If you get such an advantage on one of these that you reach the bottom, you'll end the game early. So you still need 2 more before that'll happen, but I need to cover that off and make sure it doesn't happen. All right, so we collect our meeples, but not the ones on the square.
Beg my pardon. And you've got this one here.
You've got this one here.
Oh, sorry, it's mine. Why do I think that that's your color for some reason? So I'll take and put it here, and I will get a resource. I'll get this one.
Tea. Good
Tea.
supply of tea keeps us moving on there.
Yeah.
We will sweep out that character.
Yeah.
Okay, and there are no... You've got this meeple as well.
Oh, yeah, thank
There
you.
are no frescoes up here that need to come off. We are tied on 2 of these, so no special scoring. And we move on to round 6. So this here is to remind us that there is the last of the public frescoes comes out in this round. Then we gain our incomes, so I can get a pigment or a coin. That was a pigment short of what I wanted to do, so I better get one of those. I can get a tea for this. This one comes back. I don't have the ability to upgrade here, or I don't have something to upgrade.
Right. That's you?
That's me for these. We'll do the
Okay.
bonuses up
I
there
probably
shortly.
should do this one first. Right? So I'll get a pigment for this.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Oh yeah, I've got a stack of pigment.
Yeah,
here.
I keep giving you things and you end up.
So this one's the pigment. And then this one is the tea. How do you know that?
Tea is points, and it's round 6.
And then sorry, tea, and then this one is this
You
one.
get one of those.
Yeah, one of
So you
those.
get a coin.
Thank you.
Okay, then up here we're tied. Here I get to resolve the effect on
This power.
on one of the non-golds, and there's only one non-gold here, which is this tea one here. So I'm going to do a tea trade.
Of course.
So I'll do that. I gain 5 points and move up a step on here.
Which I want to do this one for because I'm ahead.
Yep, for a top half effect.
And I get a
Get a pigment.
pigment. And you are still the first player, Terrence.
I am still the first player. It is now time for me to to get some clothes.
Oh. Yeah, you got one, just exactly one
But a
pigment there.
little bit of time. No, I want to do that first. So I'm going to go here. I'll spend a pigment and a silk to get one of those. And I think, which one's going to be most useful to me? Probably I have no money anymore.
You have no money anymore. You got a lot of money.
This
Got some
one,
money.
this one for...
Oh yeah, you don't have a lot of
pigments
money.
and
Sorry,
styles.
I thought you have money.
Okay, so I do that. I now have a second clothing.
All right, I'm gonna help Taran here, but here we go. So that's the reason why I want to do that. So this goes there.
Yep, so this one, we're in round 6. I get 12 points.
Wow. I gave Taran 12
11,
points.
12.
Are you gonna go there anyway?
I have no tea, so
Oh yeah, that's
I
actually
would
a
have
good
had to have
point.
gathered up some tea before
That
I
is
did it.
that is actually a good point because that means I could have probably done something else. It doesn't matter. I'm still going there. So I do 2T right action thing.
Yep.
Oh, or I can go there first. Because then if I go there, then
You'll have even more tea.
okay, let's do that. Okay, let's just refresh. You're right. You can't really go there because you don't have 2Ts.
Officially, I can go there, but that would not be a very effective use of my time.
That's true. All right, I can go here to get 8 points, but I'm planning to go there instead. So I got, sorry, not up,
down to one.
down. I upgrade this to T, and because I do the upgrade, I got one more T.
Yep. All right, I'm going to come in here and do one of the public actions, which we've been largely ignoring. So I'm going to drop that one down to 1, and I'm going to gain a pigment and a red cube. And then, because I've used this character, I'm going to spend one of the grain to use its effect, which is to use one of my clothes. And this one, I'm going to spend that red cube to gain 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow. All right, I'm gonna go here to get a gold. That's the one that the basic gold, the one that I've been kind of like ignoring this throughout the game, but I'm gonna see so that Taran doesn't get away with winning that too much. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
I am going to come in here and get another gold character while I
Wow.
can. So I'll spend this.
So sad.
I can take any one of these. This one looks pretty powerful because you get an auto upgraded.
Oh, what's
Opponent?
that one?
Only 2 grains, but it's all right. So those go there.
No, I can't go there.
I've got a third one of these, so if I get a fourth one, it will trigger an early end to the game, but I can see Stella's trying to cover that off now. And I can spend one of these grains
Good work, Taran.
on this character to activate this one and grab 2 pigments.
I don't know, at this point I should probably might as well give up. Look, I'm gonna go here. That's gone. Oh, that's your
Yep. So
thing.
that comes there. It's 12 points in this round. So
Yeah. See, this is why you never come to mine. I always go to yours. And that's upgraded to this one. At least I got something. And then because I upgraded gold, I get 2 money. Okay.
yes, which is pretty powerful. I need to get some tea because if I can't do another 4 tea trades, then I will have wasted going up on there. So let's just go over here and grab a tea cube.
All right, I'm gonna go here. This is the way of me recruiting the gold character now. Here we go. It's my payment now. This one is slightly different. So instead of getting just the one here, I can also have a pick at the top 2. And then I get to choose which one. If there's none or I don't want to, then I can just put it back.
Yep, on the bottom of the deck.
Okay, I will put it back. All right, I'm gonna take this one. This might be a good way for me to catch up Taran's gold's extravagant assistant thing. This is actually just get a pay for a non-upgraded gold to get a gold character, or any character.
All right, so you place that either, slide those along.
This is on the meeple that I just played though.
Yep, so if that's on the meeple you just played, then you get 1 grain because there's also an Emperor's Quest here.
Correct. So I get 3 points.
3 points. Okay, and you get to place a token here.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's all my action, and that's all your actions. And
Yes.
you're still first player. Let's collect the meeple, not underscore tracking.
1, 2, 3.
3. And my blue, you green.
Green. 1, 2, 3. Okay, completed frescoes. This one is now out. This character is replaced. And down here I can gain a pigment or a coin, so I'm going to get a pigment. All of our clothes are refreshed. This one slides over. And there is only 2 ties here, so no special scoring in round 8. And we no longer have to ask that question because we are into the penultimate round.
Which now
Okay.
you start. Oh,
Yep,
we
so
do this one first.
Incomes, so I'll get a coin. I will activate one of these.
Got a pixel here.
I'll flip that one to upgrade my T into a leaf. I get another leaf out of my T
Live
field.
here. Sorry. A pixel here. Okay.
Yep. And then expert card bonuses, so I get to activate one of these characters. If I activate this one, I can flip this for 2 pigments. And you get to activate one of your other top half clothes.
Thank you. Money it is. Oh, there's points here. But there's point here, sorry. Oh, let's get point. That's just 1 point. Oh, hang on, no, 3 points.
That'll be 3 points if you give up the grain.
Well, I kind of want to keep the grain, so I just want to get this one then. Money it is.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. All right, and we go into the start of round 7.
Starts with you.
Starts with me. So I will quickly go up to here. I might go with my green to get this one down here. Score 10 points. I'll spend these 2 tea leaves for another 10 points to go up 2 steps on here.
Wow, Taryn is doing well. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a point one. What did I think of it?
But I'm not going to get to
yes.
do the quest.
That was why I forgot. I was going to go there after going there, and then there's another reason why I go there, but I completely forgot about it.
And there's a lot of things going on with all
Yes.
3 of these.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna just start by. Well, I don't have a gold yet at this stage, so I'm gonna just use one of these to get 1 money and build with 4.
Yep.
And I will build this one over here and get me 5 points.
Ooh, very good.
Put my last die there, and then I pay 1.
And you go up on here as well, so you're now leading on frescoes.
So I pay this one. Unfortunately, I only have 1 to upgrade, which I will anyway.
Yep.
And then I can surrender this for this action to go up 1. 5 points.
Okay, so I am now largely out of resources. I've got enough pigments for a fresco though. So I shall go in here with this one. No, actually I'll go in with this one. Then I'll place this one here. That will let me go up to 2 there. So I retie things here. I get to drop one of my dice by 1. I get a coin, and I can do a Emperor's Quest.
All right, I'm gonna try this one. Again, there's so many things I want to do, but I'm gonna go here.
I forgot to spend my pigments.
It's easy to forget. I guess I will take this resource over here. Now, I go here, and that was from here. So I spend that grain to actually spend this right away
Yep.
to get this one. There are 2, but I'll like to get this one.
Yep.
And I'll just put the 2 grain here.
Very good. So that was a gold character, so you move back up on this track.
And this is gone.
Yes. Right, my turn. I will take my oops.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go here to get a tea cube
Funny.
and spend a grain here to get a tea leaf.
All right, I'm gonna go here and pay 3 coins to get 8 points. Over there,
Very good.
like slowly, like I'm the snail, Stella the snail.
You still got time. If these come down, they'll be all worth 10 points. 6 points if they don't get completely used up by the end of the game.
Yeah, and still I ignore this one, unfortunately. And it's your turn. Yeah, your turn.
My turn. All right.
Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. Let's just do this before I forget.
Oh, yes.
And then
And there you go.
that's
So that's 10
10
points.
Only 10.
So 5, 10. So I do need to focus as much as I can on getting those last 2 steps on here. So I'm going to, it's a lowish value action, but I'm going to come here and I'm going to do this tea trade up here for 5 points.
It's true.
And that ends my round.
Okay, I've got one more meeple, and I'm going to use this one and use the power to actually use something else that's already been used, which is this one. It's my only option. And speaking about the tea tracks, I pay 2 tea and get 10 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I go, the first one I go here. This is not ideal. Ideally, I need to get pigments, but I don't. I was going to go there. So the first one I go here, and I will get this one. So this actually recruits a...
Recruit a money character at a discount of 2.
Correct? I'll get this one for free, actually. So, yeah, well, I'll put it somewhere here.
How many grains?
3 grains, please. Thank you.
Okay.
That's my last, for the last turn is not the most efficient, but at least it's something. Oh, and I've got one more that I can go up the track. Now, I doubt that I'll reach this because one more round.
'Cause this one's coming off the board, so there's not a lot of trade spaces left.
Not a lot. There's this one, the one that I just got, but yeah, just only one left. Yeah, just it doesn't really matter at this stage, I guess.
So now we collect our meeples for the final round. We both have 100 points as well, so just pop our 100-point tokens up here.
This goes away.
That one goes away. This one goes away. Then this one goes away. New character.
I actually need to put a thing there.
No, it's when you get 4 trade bonuses.
Oh, sorry, yes. 4. I only have 3.
Yep.
That's a long way to go, unfortunately. Anyways, yeah.
It is, yep. Alrighty. Now we get these bonuses. So we each get either a pigment or a money. So I'll grab a pigment.
I was like tempted with 5 points. Why don't you get 5 points?
No, that's the start of next round.
Oh, right, sorry.
And it'll be covered by the time
Yeah.
we get to that.
I'll get pigment as well. Yeah.
Yep. And then I get a cube of my choice. Useful. This one might be useful, a red, so I'll take that. These slide along. There are no more dice to come off, so we move into the final round. Flip these ones up as well. So in comes for the final round, I get a pigment or a coin. I'll get a pigment. I activate one of these, an upgrade or a... Well, I activate this one, which gives me a T. I activate this one, which will let me do a quest for 3 points.
I will do... I can't do the bottom ones again. I have to do the top one. It will be handy if I can. All right, I'll get the point here.
Yep.
I feel like that's probably more beneficial. Maybe not.
5 points.
This one is a T.
T.
Don't know if that's still worth it or not, but we'll see. And then one of these, I'll just get a pigment.
A coin.
Oh, sorry, a pigment.
Pigment. Take from your pile.
Thank. Aw. I was gonna get you to get from there again.
I'm running out over here.
Oh yeah. I've got a pile here.
All right, and then our bonuses here. We're tied. We're tied. I'm still leading here, so I get something off this track. And I can activate one of these non-gold characters, which is to activate one of my clothes, which is to cash in a resource for 4 points.
And I'll use this one to activate this one, which is a star. I'll take it from here. And that's 3 points.
3 points.
Thank you.
All right, and now it's the final round.
It's the final round. Da-da-ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. I mean, if I sing it's the final countdown, it actually works as well. Countdown 4 more, and then you start.
I start, and the most important thing for me right now is to make sure I get one of the trade actions. So I'm going to take this one. I will go in here. I will spend a coin to do 1 upgrade because that's all I have. I shall do a tea trade, which gives me 5 points for spending the tea, and then 15 points for claiming that bonus.
That goes 1.
That goes down to 1, and I'll spend that to gain... I'll gain a gold out of that, and this character is gone.
Alright, I will go to take this meeple, so let's spend a grain. To go here, this is what you did last time, it's pretty weak. I don't get this tea feel, so at least I can do the trade action.
Yep.
Which I will. That's why I'm going there. I gotta give that up, moving 1, and get 5 points.
5 points.
And I will do this action. I've paid the grain. Now I reap the benefit. Pay 1 more.
Yep.
Go up 1 more. And get
And
5
another
points.
5 points.
Let's not forget about the points.
All right, so now what I'm going to do is come in here. So with this action, I can spend a pigment and a silk in order to get a clothing.
Now it's even. No, is
which
it?
makes that even.
Ooh.
And by spending this grain, I can activate that, which gives me 2 points per clothing, so 6 points. And this character is done.
And I will go just simply here to get 1 measly basic tea product.
All right, all I need is a pigment, so I will go here. We'll remove this one. That will give me a pigment and a red cube. And I could spend this grain, but I've got no more clothing to activate.
I feel like this is slightly wasted now that I have it. I should have, but I've already got like points, things, and rather than money. So I guess that's okay. All right, my go.
There is some leftover. There's some leftover money.
All right, I'm gonna do this one. Now I spend the grain so I can use on the one that's already got meeple on.
Yep.
I have to use this one. I can't use this one to reduce even more because that one has no power. I pay 1 coin to upgrade. So, well, it's a bit of a waste, but that's okay. Sorry.
Yep.
And then spend that straight away for that. Get me here. And I will go here. Now, this one means I can do building action with 2 less pigment discount. So I spend that.
Yep.
To put my last one over here and put my dice
will have to come from
yeah.
here. So you get 5 points for the tea. And you meet the next one on there. So I think you're out of tokens. So we'll just we'll steal a couple tokens back from here because this one is tied.
Okay.
Okay, so you have 4. I have 3.
Oh, we can put grain at the bottom to stack it up.
We could. But ultimately, it's the margin that matters.
Okay.
All right, so with that, my last action is to come in here. I get a coin. I spend 4 pigments, and place my last one of these.
Very good. Well, we're even again.
So lets me put this die here. So yeah, we both should have placed a token here, I think.
Oop. Yeah. It's the margin, yeah.
I have no more pigments left to use that space, so that is me.
I have one more. This last one is really good if I have the pigments, but I don't. I don't think there's anything that's useful for me but just to go there and get 3 points, to be honest.
Yep.
Probably.
I think that's probably right. All you've got's a couple of coins. So.
1, 2, 3. There you go.
Okay. So to finish the final round, we would normally discard, or we'd bring back all our meeples. I still get a bonus out of this, which will be worth a point before it comes back. And that's the game. So now we finish off with endgame scoring. To do endgame scoring, our leftover resources or product tokens is worth 1 point each, so I get 3 points for these.
0 for me. I've got money. You got money too.
Yeah, money's not worth anything. Leftover frescoes on the board are worth 6 points each, so I get 12.
I have 18.
Yep. Down to here.
Thank you.
Okay, and we resolve the majorities on these boards. So we were tied on frescoes, so no one gets anything. You had you got to the second step on here with 4, whereas I only got to the first step with 3. So you have 1 more token than me, and you get 7 bonus points out of that.
Measly.
Gold characters, I had 1 more than you.
I thought you would have had more.
Yeah, you got those last couple.
That's true, actually.
So that's a 6 point bonus to me. And we were tied on clothes at the end.
So is that it?
So that is it.
And see? So far behind. For some reason, I really enjoy the engine building part of this, or trying to, okay, which one is the most efficient action. Obviously, I haven't been doing right because you won the last game as well and the game before that.
And I mean, in the context of a game where it's 192 to 165, you know, that's still relatively close because we're getting points in big chunks. I had a couple of frescoes that finished a little bit earlier, which is, 4 points per fresco. That's part of the difference. I think early on I had a couple of tea leaves instead of tea cubes.
This is good.
Those 15 there was a big part of it as well. But you made up some of that with the 7 here also. And I think most of the rest I probably made out of quests and spending grain by getting some of these characters earlier. So, it's a series of small things, but it was I think a good tight game.
I know. And the previous one also, the Ping Yao, that's also really tight. And you kind of like have that feeling. It's a completely different game, of course.
Yeah, the previous release from Jing Studios that they've kickstarted into English was Ping Yao, First Chinese Banks. So this one is Dunhuang, Pearl on the Silk Road. As we said, the game plays relatively differently at 3 or 4 players because it uses these different types of objective boards. So here, for example, on the clothes.
Oh no.
Here, for example, on the clothes, you would start getting points as you... the first to get a certain type of clothes would get 5 points. Next would get 3. Red characters will give you some points, and then at the end you get set collection points for having different types. There's a lot of points in that. Less points here for the tea track because there's a lot of points in building up tea, and so on. So that's kind of how the 3 or 4 player game works. And then, as we said, there's 12 different modules. All we've shown you here are
where's that? I get the whole box, actually.
Get the whole box. So a lot of different modules that you can play with and experiment with.
It's actually meant to be in...
They do form a fresco themselves.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I want to go to the actual place, the grotto. Oh, I can't remember the name at the moment. One day. Oh, it's actually...
I think we'll sort them out. We'll sort them out eventually.
Off camera.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Like, at least those...
The horse is lined up now.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's what's important. So what do you think, Karen?
I think it's good. I think I like the fact that there are clearly good actions and there are clearly weaker actions.
Oh, yeah.
And that sometimes you just need to take those weaker actions because there's very few ways of, and you can't spend 2 resources as wild like some games. It's
Yeah.
you have to
Specific. Be very specific.
yeah. You don't have a cheap, easy way of getting the thing you need if you don't plan for it, which means sometimes you've got to spend your meeples on seemingly weak actions in order to make your other ones stronger. There's good competition for the important action spaces because if you don't have the right frescoes out here, these little tiles here are often the only way of doing the core action that comes with a module. So
That's true.
when you get that sort of decision space in a worker placement game, I think it adds a lot of nice tension.
It's very. It's really a lot of tension here. So yeah, I quite enjoyed it as well. Actually, I really enjoy it because I would enjoy it more if I can win one day. No, I'm kidding. I'm still enjoy it if I don't win. So yeah, maybe you have seen this before. Maybe you have played Ping Yao. Let us know. Maybe in the comments or in the chat. And that's it, Taryn. Anything else?
Yeah, that's it from us.
Yeah. So hopefully you enjoyed that.
so-
Yeah.
So what we will do is once again, there is
Giveaway.
a giveaway. So head to your email.
Head to.
Don't head to a website. Go to your email and send an email to contest@dicetower.com with the subject line as shown below us here, and the winner will receive the very version of the game we've shown here. So the Chinese version of the game with access to translated rules as
English
part
rules.
of the forthcoming yes, to English rules as part of the forthcoming Kickstarter for this game, which will put this game into English over the next year.
Yes, and it will be on Kickstarter, I think, at this stage of filming. I think around February, March.
Yep.
Somewhere early next year.
Yes, and the giveaway, the entries are open until
End of this year.
end of this year, end of 2021.
Which is the end of December 2021.
Yes. And so from the Dice Tower Winter Spectacular, that's all from us.
We're signing off. Bye.